Hey guys, Tales of Taram here. I
Should I say the
tried to
cranberry thing
record.
again?
No, no, don't. It's too late for that. We tried to record this intro already, but it stopped recording for some reason. I'm here after we just finished the last session that we did of the Celian Isle campaign. We're here with the Celian Isle campaign again. Where all that stuff with the Dryad happened and whatnot. Whew. I'm here for a duo campaign a duo session, not campaign, with Shadowy and, what's his name? Zeus. If you guys would like to say hi.
Hello.
Hello, it's me.
I was face down, ass up for a couple of minutes back there.
It's not been an hour, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, I mean a minute, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, I really like the role play between these two, so I was like, hey, since the other three have to leave, do you guys want to do a duo campaign? It's been like 40 minutes since then. It was hot as heck in my room. I gotta say, guys.
Sorry.
No, it's because the AC was turned up to 78 for some reason. Um. Anyways, is there anything you would like to say before we continue?
I sent a picture of my cat in the chat.
Okay, let me see. Oh, he's sleeping.
He's snoozing. Oh, he got up. Never mind.
Slash. Alright, so if there's nothing else, we're going to continue going.
Slash ban. Reason. Kitty cat.
I wish.
Ugh.
Slash skip. Let's see if that works. Slash play. I like big butts and I can't lie. Only motherfuckers can't deny. When a girl walked in with them put in a little thing. Sorry. If you couldn't tell, my mind's kind of wandering at the moment. If I do slash skip, does that just end it? Because it should have the queue still up. Ah. No, it doesn't. Slash play. Do you guys like the music, by the way, that I've been playing today?
I heard it a little bit. It
Relaxing.
was very good. It didn't fit quite the mood a few times, but
Yeah.
it was definitely very good.
Sometimes it's like you don't want to fit the mood because like you just don't give a crap anymore. Like I try to fit the mood and then people are like, "This I don't like the fucking ambient sounds." And it's like, well, maybe you bring in some music and they try to play copyrighted music. So it's like, nah.
Is the Skyrim?
It's allowed to be used, but it is copyrighted. Yes,
Ah, okay.
is the problem.
That's what I play for my sessions.
Yeah.
But also, I'm not uploading my stuff to the interwebs.
Well, I've been DMing for like 7 years now, so I just started uploading. Anyways, there we go. So, the island of Ceilia, home to the broken and forgotten remnants of the Shale Empire that fell 24 years prior in a magical explosion that rocked the islands. The hidden island of Ceilia. Between a misty veil that transfers people from other realms and worlds to its shores through boats, magic, or adventure. The island of Ceilia is a dangerous and unrelenting place. However, people still find a way to survive and thrive in this environment. The Shale Empire fell 24 years ago, hosted by an oligarchy of around 8 individuals. The oligarchy slowly began to fade and die off by a mysterious force. And in the coming last year of the Empire, silence rang loud. the last remaining queen of the Shale Empire. Let me go to character profiles real quick so I can see really quick here. Named and known as Shiara, the Wood Elf, last queen of the Empire, for she was the last of the oligarchy to remain alive, fought against an unknown threat in the capital city, in which it is unknown whether she won the battle or lost. However, an explosion rocked the capital, creating a ball of energy magic that shot across the entire isle. The bodies of Shiara and the enemy were never found, leading others to believe they're still alive, and others to believe they were so horrendously torn apart by the explosion that there was nothing of them left. 24 years have passed. However, towns and villages have fallen to disrepair at the rate that looks like hundreds or even thousands of years have. The strange magic enchanted many parts of the land as well as disenchanted many parts, aging many of the places, disintegrating or transferring individuals. Transferring, I refer to one of the daughters of Shiara, who has had a similar effect happen to her. In the last remaining days of the Empire, she stood in a hunt as she saw an explosion of large lights that covered the island, and awoke not but a week or two ago. Our party consists of this very individual, Arya, the Drow, a huntress, and the daughter of Shiara, the last queen. An individual related to one of the oligarchy members, Neral, the Draconic Harpy, a race created during the Empire of a mixture of Draconic and Harpy blood. Kobold, to be specific. I don't know who just sneezed.
That would be the god,
A swordsman
the god of
and
lightning here.
mage who is very confident in what he says, but sometimes says things that go over the top. We also have the Lizard Folk, a monk who secluded himself after the fall of the Empire, after being raised by a family he did not know. Coming back to see the hunters of Ceilia had destroyed his village, he ran westwards and has found the party himself, a lone wolf who doesn't know much about others. We find ourselves as well in this party two individuals not of these lands. We find Ura, the pyromantic criminal from a land unknown, who stowed away on a ship, and during a similar explosion to the fall of the Empire, found himself washed ashore with a group of individuals he had not known, many of which have perished or left the group. The man is trying to better himself in many ways, but finds it hard with the people he carries himself with. And we have another individual out of this world, a goblin from an unknown place, most likely Turan. A mage of reputable renown, who had found himself in the servitude of one Mr. Johnson, a dwarven man mage, also found out to be serial killer for the last 40-ish years. After his house was sold, Gribbly, the goblin, had taken to his new master, Ura, purchaser of the house. After a brief battle with rats and a brush with death, he found himself revived due to a ritual that killed the surrogate daughter of Ura. After which, he seems to have somewhat bonded with his new master. This is the party that we we find ourselves with. However, today, we focus on a tale between Gribbly and Ura. After the events that have transpired before, the revival of Gribbly, the escaping of the flesh pits and horde of Ura and his friends, the realization of the death of Mari, and the pact made with the Dryad, leading to the strong arming of becoming lords of Shardward. The Lizard Folk had disarmed a tome that had belonged to Mari at one point from Gribbly's person and handing it to Ura. It had inflamed with blue and black flames. Ura, wishing not to burn himself, felt an allure to pull towards it, and as he went to touch it, the goblin, Gribbly, casted a spell of frost to freeze it in an ice cube as it fell to the ground. And as it did, so too did Ura. As the rest of the group went upon their way, the Dryad creating a new base for them to an extent for the night, of hanging pods of trees upon her main tree in the middle of town. That is the time we find ourselves, as in the sky, the Aurora Borealis and bismuth sheen takes over. We see many constellations of worlds not this own, worlds not of this one. We see in the forests, we see the clouds have parted for tonight. A bit of rain to the north of Shardward. As we begin to spiral down, we see in the distance a pair of eyes lurking at the forest west of Shardward. A cackling, the shifting and cracking of bones. We see in the distance the flapping of wings as a hawk heads eastwards. As we zoom down and spiral upon the town, we see now where once stood the major house in the center of town, which Ura had purchased, now only exists a tree and a forest to its north, starting to bloom. Flowers and beds of flowers seeding the small village. And we see, upon his knees, Ura, pounding against the ice block and staring at the book as it remains opened but frozen in time within the block of ice. And Gribbly standing next to him, as the night's wind blows their hair and cools their skin. Feel free to start roleplay.
I at this point have stopped and coddling this block of ice.
Kirby looks down upon his master, and if his face wasn't covered by his skull helmet of dread, you would be able to see contempt. Just clear contempt. In fact, from Ura's position, he can at least see his mouth go into somewhat of a frown. And he tells him, Ura, I believe it's time we try to follow this book out. Try to prevent any damage from the water.
I don't want her to leave me.
Well, Ura, I will be blunt. It seems that your attempt to gain something sentimental has resulted in us almost losing the last thing you have of Mari. So for right now, I think it's best that we simply try to save this, as the knowledge locked within this tome could very well keep us both alive. So, I understand that Mari's death is quite hard for you. At the very least, we need to put it aside for the moment. I must ask, what do you know of the ritual? How it occurred?
No. It was something Mari suggested. She wanted to bring you back, and she gave us a list of ingredients. The only ones left were flesh and blood, which we were going to go fetch in the lower parts of the chamber. It was fruitless.
See. And Mari. And how did Mari sacrifice herself as an offering of flesh?
She tripped.
Oh. Well, I believe it's time we. I believe we should start a small fire. Try to get this ready to start falling out. Then we need to get a place for the book to dry, just in case there's any water on it. I believe you should give the rest, Sir Master.
Good idea. If anything comes to this book, it'll be your head that I'll use to try to bring her back.
As you drop the ice cube on the ground. No, I'm just kidding.
No!
I'm just kidding. No. Anyway, sorry for breaking the atmosphere. Continue.
I hand the cube over to him.
Okay.
And
make me a general sleight of hand check, both of you.
Oh,
Because
it's a melting ice cube.
Please, I beg you, roll good. Hey, if you yell at the dice, they work. Sleight of hand, 21.
21, okay.
Alright. It's a 9.
9?
Yeah, I got a 7.
This is the most.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw, Shadowy.
Mari just shatters.
Well, Mari isn't here.
I know.
And what's funny, Mari did shatter. I did use this noise specifically, I believe, when she fell into the pool.
Alright, so I got a 14 on the save.
Alright, so you immediately trip and the ice cube goes flying out of your hand.
No, wait! Oh my god! I'm gonna reach and try to catch it.
Make me an athletics check.
15.
The ice cube does break. And the book falls to the ground in the water.
No, no.
So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand to try to pick the book out of the water.
The tome is more than 10 pounds, by the way. So as it tries to pick it up, it picks it up and dunks it back in the water, and then the mage hand disappears.
Don't. What is your problem?
Still soaking in the water.
No, God, Mari.
I assume you're gonna go get it.
I'm gonna reach for it, yeah.
Okay. As you pick it up, there is some bad damage to some of the pages in the book, but it is still not fully soaked through.
Okay. The book isn't on fire anymore. It's not.
Oh yeah, you're touching it, aren't you?
Yes.
It seems to start to glow again, but it doesn't catch fire this time. I'll say you immediately buckle the buckle of the book, and you feel it trying to open up as if it's trying to catch fire again, but you're not giving it any oxygen.
This is mine.
We should just start a fire to let it dry a bit.
I think we should put it near any fires.
I guess that's a possibility. But we should probably find a place to at least let it dry. Maybe we can find someone who'll be able to prepare it.
Remember, it's not too badly damaged because this is magical spell paper.
All right. Gribbly's gonna go over and look over the book.
Okay. As you look at the book, you can read it still. It is the Tome of Dread. You detect heavy necromantic magics weaved through the book, and abjurations. As well as a strange type of magic you've never felt before.
I need.
Well, no, you did feel it once, actually. Roll me a history check. Or, sorry, an arcana check.
Oh man.
Alright, that's a 16.
As your party that you used to run with attempted to dimension door, or the party that you knew of, the adventuring party that you were helping, the other mage that was helping them, their mage, attempted to dimension door you and the party. He felt a strange magic similar to this. And all you remember is the door opening and the sheen of bismuth, and appearing north of Shardwood without any of your party members or friends. Or your book. As you realize this, you look down to the gold and silver small symbol on the front, which you guys hadn't asked me about the book yet. It's a nice reddish, kind of blackish book that looks like it's made of leather on the front and back, hardened leather. And on the very front of it, there's this triangular symbol that goes up and then down. And then the bottom of it is not full. It has this, it goes to a fine point heading left and upwards a bit, almost like the Avengers symbol. But it's made of silver, and it comes at the very left edge of it. It spreads out like a parenthesis, a left parenthesis. On the very left of on the left side, which is the spine, is these many golden pieces that seem to hold it together. And on the right side is a silver buckle. On the back of the book, by the way, the small insignia on the front is raised up compared to the book. The book does steep down in the cover and then back up along the side of the sigil. On the back of the book is a beautiful hardback cover as well. However, there is a single runic-like pattern engraved into it. As you're looking over this, Shadowy, you look and you swear in the moonlight it sheens a bismuth color.
I need to find a place to sleep tonight.
The Dryad
Yeah, so
is making you a place to sleep, by the way, just so you're aware.
Oh, so we just wait. We just wait. This
At
is
this
just
point,
okay.
The Dryad turns around and starts to approach you. Well, the house should be made within the next 30 minutes. It should be able to make itself. You look tired.
You work fast.
You look tired, my dear. You look lonely. And she bends down and taps you on the nose a bit. I could fix that.
I don't think you can bring back Mari.
Which is
I don't-
strange, because when she was in this form here, you could not understand her. Out of character, go ahead and put under your languages Sylvan and Elven.
Ah, that's cool.
You consumed her blood, so yeah.
Sylvan. Elven. Elvish.
No,
not
you don't
Elven.
know how to write them.
I don't know how to write any language.
Well, what's your intelligence?
Okay. It has become 11. It was previously really bad.
What was it previously?
It was like 8 or something.
So 8 is like elementary school or elementary school, yeah, like 3rd grade writing.
Gotcha.
6
So
is not knowing how to write much.
So he can write and read. It's just he has a very low reading level.
And there is absolutely no way you can write or read Elven or Sylvan. Make sure you note that.
Gotcha.
You can
So
just
yeah,
understand.
I really just I've written on my character sheet. Don't try to write.
At this point, you could see that she's created this small loincloth and wrapped up bandages of vines and different vegetation around her private areas. Because she's not a nymph. And she goes, well, dear, if you change your mind, and she seems to take her fingers and caress your chin a bit, you can find me here. She looks at the book that you're holding, Outerwing, and she goes, interesting. Anyways. Let me actually see before she continues. She looks at the book and says, interesting. Ah, okay.
Is this an Elvish or Common?
This is an Elvish.
Oh, yeah, which I will say I do understand Elvish.
She looks towards you and goes, where did you get that book? Now he must have given it to you, never mind.
It was from my little friend, Mari. Little girl.
Strange. I've been hearing the voice of a young girl somewhere in my forest since I awoke.
And my eyes just like a cat's eyes, like stare at her.
I've also been sensing a similar sensation to that book in my forest.
God.
Around the area of the girl.
I would. Could you take? What do you want? Take me there.
She gives you a slight. She cocks her head and looks at you and goes, "I can wait for that later.
I can give you more blood."
I can take you close. I'll ask for what I want after.
Of course.
Just know, I'm getting a dangerous sense from that area.
Oh, Mari was a dangerous kid. I taught her myself.
I'm getting an undead, unsettling presence. Marred with, should I say, fiendish energy.
You should see her smile. It was horrifying.
I bet it was. So, you two. Do you wish for me to bring you there?
Big
I believe
yes.
we should rest a bit.
All right. I am very badly hurt.
Could heal you if you wish for it, but I would recommend going during the day, since night is usually the friend of undeath.
Oh.
But you also have something else you're doing in the morning. A boar? Remember?
Right. I need to cook that.
So, do you think a short rest would help out?
Yes.
Or we could attempt to go in the morning, but I cannot promise to have you back in time or uninjured for the boar fights.
Standing up a bit taller, I trust my skills.
So is it a long rest or a short rest, then?
I turn to my little goblin friend. How hurt do you feel?
So I'm wondering, how much HP do I have at the moment?
I don't know, how much HP do you have at the moment? 1?
Probably, since I just got brought up from being knocked out, I assume 1.
Yeah. And because you strong-armed the town, they weren't going to bring you any healing salves after that.
Yeah, so I look a bit hurt,
You
like
guys just fucked
almost.
yourself over, by the way. I just want you to realize, if they get anything in town, the only one that is going to sell you at normal prices because you helped him out, and maybe even not even normal prices anymore because he doesn't want the town to be mad at him, is Master Dufon. Other people still get items and can sell them in town. Master Dufon gets a lot of them, but you gotta realize, you just fucked over the town, and if you unblock their trade routes, and they get healing potions, they're going to either sell them to you for higher amounts of money, or not at all.
They like Ura.
Ura, you are a part of this party. Even if you
they...
were not the one strong-arming them, they're not going to blame you for the strong-arming, but they're going to associate you with them. You guys just kind of fucked yourselves over quite a bit here. And I understand.
There's a lot of kinda us.
Yeah, and you've also fucked over the town quite a bit in the past few days. So, just want you to realize that before you decide anything here. You could also buy healing salves or stuff, but there's a chance they won't sell them to you. Anyways, so you're at 1 HP, Shadowy.
So Gribbly just sort of looks at him, looks at his stitches kind of oozing open a bit. He goes, I believe it would be best for me to either be healed or rest.
A long period. Okay. Um, I we have 2 votes for either being healed or long rest. It's really up to you. You're the final vote.
Give me a second here. I'm trying to figure out the traits really quickly, because... No, that was my original traits that I was giving the living corpse. I originally gave them the fact that if you use radiant or healing abilities, it damages you. But yeah, no, you're good. That's not part of the thing anymore. Anyways, so, she goes, well, I do not want you to die. Or not yet. So,
Yet.
if you feel you can take on the undead, a powerful undead, from what I can tell, then I can bring you there. If you feel drained in any way besides your obvious wounds, I would recommend taking a long rest.
Oh,
Do
you heard the lady.
ability that might.
I'm taking a nap here.
I do have an ability that might need restoration,
Or
so
a short rest would be fine as well. Let me go ahead and check Chronology Wizard really quickly.
Yeah.
let's see.
Sorcerer doesn't get a long rest shit or short rest shit, does he?
I think it's one of my abilities.
Oh yeah, no, a
that
lot of
might
your
be.
abilities are long rest, guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yep, all my shit.
I could do something for you. And she pulls out a small bit of this forest pollen, well, this pollen that she has out of her breasts. She doesn't like milk her breast, but she pulls it out from like the middle of her breasts. She pulls out this handful of pollen. If you wouldn't mind.
I'll take a big sniff.
I wouldn't. Okay. Alright, you immediately pass out on the ground.
Bam!
I apologize.
Little undead friend, this will help you get your, should I say, drained body and your injuries healed up a bit faster. It'll help with your resting situation. I don't know if you sleep or not, but if I may.
You may.
She blows it into your face. I need you to roll me a con save. So, as a living corpse, you find little need for sleeping, eating, or drinking, or breathing, so you don't need to do any of that stuff. I will make this known to you. A long rest requires you, if you do not rest, requires you to do for 6 hours, nothing besides just like walking around a little bit. Nothing strenuous, nothing little strenuous, like you cannot do anything like that. If you want to do something, you should wait till the last 2 hours, because that's when most people like wake up and do like little things like repair their gear or like practice with a sword or something. That's what you could do.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that would be 13.
13, okay. Oh shit. You didn't make it in D&D Beyond, did you?
What in D&D Beyond?
The Living Corpse character.
I made put Gribbly there, but D&D Beyond, I never had an easy time with it. So
Okay, so there's an ability that's hidden in the stat page of D&D Beyond, by the way. So let me go ahead and get there. So just for everybody listening too, you can listen if you want. The ability Deathless Nature, which allows you to like not eat, sleep, drink, all that shit. Let's see here, where is it? It is...
I'm immune to poison and poison condition.
No, but there is a thing called Deathless Sleep with it, which you get at level 5, so I'm just letting you know this right now. At level 5, I will send it to you in private DMs, but you do get benefits for sleeping, eating, and, you do get benefits for sleeping, basically. And I will be adding, like, breathing, eating, drinking benefits and stuff like that, too, but This is just like testing the current race. By the way, with you playing the race, have you enjoyed it so far?
It's interesting. I guess I'd say I'm wondering why there's no dark vision, but then again, I guess it might be balance.
Yeah, it's balance-wise.
Alright.
Bro, he's working 12 hours a week? Or 12 hours a day? Fuck.
I don't think he's real.
Bruh. I misspelled bruh. Sorry, Big Shot just sent us his work hours so we can plan campaigns with them guys. Anyway, so. She blows into your face. What did you roll for your con save?
That's 13.
You immediately fall asleep.
Actually, wait. Oh, I need to use this.
Okay.
There we go.
You get DM's inspiration for that one. So, because the ability gives you half of your options needed for, hours needed for a long rest, you wake up in 3 hours at this point, I will say, Shadowy. And Zeus, you wake up in 4.
my
So,
big whiff.
You both wake up around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The stars are still out. And you find yourselves in small pods of wood. You feel the wood seems to move and creak. It's nice and humid up here and cool. There's blankets in the ones that you're in that seem to cover you. They're made of natural items like silks and leaves. You feel a small wind pushing through, and you look over to your left and see a flap of almost, like a tent when you like open the first part of the tent door that has like that little what's it called? The lattice-based fucking actual door that you have to open, and you open the third one, like the middle layer of it. That's like a lattice-based thing where air can still get through, but it's like hard to see through. How do I explain it?
Yeah.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This what 10.
I keep wanting to say Velcro, but it's not Velcro.
Yeah. The entrance part.
Yeah, it's like that extra like small lattice point. It's like a screen door. There you go, like a screen door, but it's very flexible. And it seems to be flapping in the wind a bit as you guys awaken. There's a small, dimly lit fey light dancing at the top of this small hovel you're in. The hovel is about 20 feet wide by 20 feet wide, and it goes up maybe about 10 feet before it starts to dome up another 5. And you see the dim lights as soon as one of you awakens starts to shine a little bit more brighter, but not more than like very dim light at this point.
No.
You both have gotten a long rest.
That's very helpful.
I have a distinct feeling I should have cast Mage Armor.
Alright, you wake up and your dick's gone. Where'd my dick hit? No.
What?
You know that meme? Wait,
Yeah, I know.
what my and the doctor fucking runs. Sorry, the dentist.
Blankets. I don't use those.
I just got fucking sent back here. Sorry, give me a second.
My nose feels weird.
Anyway, so. Wait, was that Ura or you?
That was me.
Okay. I was about to say, I mean, I could do something.
My nose. Okay, I'm kind of interested. My nose feels weird.
Ura, roll me a con save.
Thank you. Hey! Oh my! This die is amazing. 19.
I have a feeling that
You mock me.
you might be able to get addicted to that shit, but you're not. Also, I will say this, you feel strangely, like, wet around, like, your facial area. And as you awaken and look over towards Shadowy's character, Shadowy, you see... Shadowy, in the darkened room, as Ura awakens, there are multiple stains upon his face of these bluish-red purple colors. The shapes of lips. And his hair is just frazzled.
What little hair I
The little
have.
hair he has is frazzled. It's been a few days. You've grown some hair.
Yeah, I want to say that by this point I have like a few inches.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of my hair.
Your hair, or
Hey. He's got more than a few inches there, okay?
Oh, good God,
We've already rolled for that. Most campaigns, you've never fucking talked about this shit. Me over here, I don't give a fuck.
Gotta have the dick roll.
Yeah, the dick roll. Anyways.
And also, did you keep the dick roll?
I did not remember it, but I had to call somebody tripod before because there are no fucking big ass dick. Anyways, so as you awaken feeling frazzled, you both feel energetic and your abilities have recharged.
Ah.
There's a creak of wood as you feel the entire room seem to shift a little bit.
before we begin, I raise my staff up and cast Mage Armor myself.
Alright, so as you cast Mage Armor, this greenish light?
I guess
What magic?
Might be a
what
bit
color is
green.
your magic?
Gribbly's would probably be more of light blue.
Okay, so go ahead and describe the Mage Armor. How does it look upon you?
So, as Gribbly raises his staff, a light blue glow forms upon the gnarled head. As it floats off, it swirls around him. It has
The
it
dry
seems like
glowing
glitter.
blue on Zeus's gnarled staff. What? On his gnarled head? What? Anyways,
The glitter just sort of comes off of the
so
the orb as it gets smaller and smaller. And as the glitter touches
I'm
Gribbly,
sorry. I'm sorry.
a cuirass, a translucent cuirass appears over his robes.
Harass, you mean?
Yeah, that'd probably be that.
Okay.
Ugh. I had a transit. I would. I can't.
Anyways, I will say this, Gribbly, roll me a perception check, please.
Okay. There we go. Ah, that's a 19.
As you're looking at Ura as you cast this, as the small bit of light shoots across the room, still dim, Ura's features seem to have become more pronounced than they were the day before. Ura,
Yeah.
go ahead and add a +2 to your charisma. If it's already 20, go to 22. That's the max you can get to.
We have hit 20.
Your creature type, Ura, is humanoid/fae.
No longer humanoid / celestial.
No, and /celestial too. You are still considered a human, but after consuming the blood of a fae and the goop of a celestial, you have gained another creature type.
Bum. Any abilities from that face shit, or
Not yet.
okay,
Not aside from understanding fae shit.
and being hotter apparently.
And being hotter. But still stupid.
Oh, God, Ura is a bimbo.
He's a himbo, actually.
Himbo, right. Sorry.
Mind you, he's not strong either, so like he's a lanky man.
Twink.
Yeah. Anyways, continue. Sorry. As the rustling of leaves seem to be closer than you expected them to be.
Well, Ura, I believe we should ready ourselves for whatever this undead force is. Supposedly are quite powerful.
Powerful schmowerful. I think we're good for this. I'm like looking at the fairy lights. Or sorry, the fey lights.
All right. How do you believe we should proceed?
Uh, Cautiously at best. We should go have a conversation with the dryad. Get to the forest place. Find my Mari. Try to take her home. And then go from there.
Gribbly looks around the hovel they're in for a moment.
Mhm.
Before coming to a conclusion. Ura, I believe the Dryad has taken us already.
What? No. And I pushed through the tent wall. See?
So, Ura, as you step up, make me just. What's your general passive perception?
11.
Okay, never mind. What's your passive perception, Shadowy?
That's a 12.
Never mind. So, as you push through the tent's door, opening it, a heavy blast of wind hits you, and your cheeks go shuffling like Pocahontas. As you look out, and you see the forest to the south and west, and you see a little bit of light coming up from beneath you, and you look downwards. You're a good 100, 120 feet above Shardward. And you look around, you are on one of those small hanging hovels that was on the tree. One of the branches.
I catch my words in my throat for a second. See, we're not there already.
As I walk out, I do see. Huh. Well, I should.
So
Well,
as
I
you're
think I
both
should
on the
at
edge,
least
in the doorway, looking at this, a heavy wind
Wait.
hits, and you sway with the hovel.
I totally thought you were gonna hit him with, okay, you walk out and fall straight down.
No. He's not that retarded, man.
Oh, okay.
I will say, you do see a small vine that's attached to the bottom of the door of the hovel. As you're looking down, trying to figure out how to get down, it detaches and starts to coil downwards.
Totally safe. I don't know what is this dryad, but she has great craftsmanship. Definitely
Double
for
amend my
clothing.
Statement. We haven't been
Mind you,
teleported to the location
Ura,
yet.
It's quite cold up here. Shadowy, you didn't notice it because you didn't really care until now. Ura is completely naked.
I'm always naked. Wait, how naked?
Completely.
Oh, that's different.
You can see his bandages are gone, not on him, and you can see multiple of those same marks upon his body. They are obviously lipstick marks. They stop around the waist.
Master, I should inform you. I believe your chlorophyll concubine has removed your clothing.
Okay, that is a good one. I will give you. I'm gonna give you another DM's inspiration for that quote.
As I look down, I go, bandage thief! No, I need those.
Okay, DM's inspiration for you too. Fuck it.
I have to write that down on my character sheet, or I'm gonna forget about it. Oh, it doesn't work there. There's code all over this stupid sheet. There we go.
So, as you look down, Ura, yes, you are missing your clothing, and you see lipstick marks on your arms, your chest, and all the way down to your waist, and you feel them, and you're like, that's what the wet marks on my face are.
Oh. No. Do you know what this means, little goblin? No, fuck, that's not what he'd say. Do you know what this means?
That you were sexually assaulted?
No. She took my stuff. I steal things.
That is also a valid interpretation of the situation.
God. That jerk. No, I need my bandages back. I can't do anything. See? And I wave my hand to try to cast something.
Make a dexterity save. Now, I assume, wait, you guys haven't climbed down the vine yet, have you?
No.
Okay.
We're talking up here. Ooh, it's fine.
What's your roll?
Acrobatics, that's a 9.
No, dexterity save.
Oh, dexterity save? Still a 9.
Heavy wind blows, and as you let go with your hand, say, "Look, Shadowy."
No magic.
Watch him. Roll me an acrobatics check.
Okay, 18. Better.
You manage to grab onto the vine, and it immediately wraps around your entire arm and just stops you in midair. You do suffer 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you feel your arm pop out of its something. As you fell about a good 50 feet.
I look at the vine. Bandage?
Funny enough, give me a second. So, as you both begin to climb down, I assume, correct? Shadowy.
Yeah, I'm clutching the vine like a little monkey.
As you begin to climb down, it does wrap around you guys to give you more of a grip upon it, as you climb down it. So there's no worry about falling. Only if you get like hit by a fucking arrow or something, but not gonna happen. As you guys eventually get to the bottom, it's gonna take you a little bit longer, Shadowy, because you didn't fall 50 feet.
Yeah.
Zeus, as you get to the bottom, completely naked at the middle of Shardward, just like trying to cover your parts for a bit, seeing if there's anybody around, you watch as a few dwarves and elves who have gathered their things begin to head eastwards from town. You see Reginald looks towards you, gives you a nod, and he gives you a nod and just continues to walk.
I nod back. I respect that man.
You get the feeling he's not angry at you. Looking at him, he's not angry at you.
That makes sense.
Because you weren't there strong-arming them. And you've actually helped the town quite a bit. Unlike the rest of these fuckos. So, he seems to nod to you. A few of the other dwarves nod to you and continue to walk east. Leaving their once beautiful town that they created due to unjust means. As they begin to walk away, carrying torches with them, scared of what might happen because they're not warriors. You watch as out of the tree, directly to your right, because you would have been about on the right side of the tree a little bit, covering your body as you wave towards Reginald, you see approaching, actually coming out technically of that's for anybody watching, he just posted the Lorax leaving.
That's great.
I'm gonna give you another DM's inspiration for that one.
Yay!
So, as you get out of the vine seems to still cling to you, and you see it lets go of you, and stepping out of it, the dryad appears and stares at you. Hello, darling.
I am missing pants.
Yes. Did you sleep well at least?
I like roll my shoulders. I'm not sore.
Well, that's good to hear. Now about the pants. She looks you up and down and obviously like stares, and
like,
then looks back up.
I can live without pants, but I do need the bandages.
Oh yes, I can live without you wearing pants too. But, anyways, bites her bottom lip. Anyways, she looks.
Gribbly's just watching this.
You're climbing down, listening to this happen below you, like 100 feet. You're listening and seeing this 100 feet up, and the dragon goes, "I can fix that." And she swirls her finger as the vine wraps around you and tears off about 10 feet up, and it begins to create this black and green, like a dark green to an extent where it's almost black. That's what I mean by black, and light green kind of overcoated. What's it called? Not battle coat, but a trench coat. And you see that it creates this bit of clothing underneath you. As this is happening, you see other vines begin to crawl and begin to form around your hand, similar to bandages. And you feel a high collar appear. There we go. Looking much more like a powerful mage by the day. Oh, and I almost forgot. And she snaps her fingers, and you see this gnarled wooden staff that looks like it's been burnt by a forest fire appears in your hand. And atop it is a small bit of volcanic stone. This should act as a focus for your spells until you can find new bandages.
I hold it up. I've never used anything besides my hands, but I can work with it. I'm good with my hands.
She gives you like the single eye gets bigger as the other one goes into the background look.
It's truthful.
She tells you to show her your thug shaker. No, I'm just fucking with you.
I shake thugs with these, and I hold my hands.
Anyways, eventually, Shadowy, you do get down as the two, as she seems to be flirting with him heavily.
Arcane focus,
Zeus, roll an
cool
insight
ass
check.
staff. Okay, give me a second. 17.
You pick up on a few of the flirtatious things she's saying, but you don't get the feeling she's flirting with you the entire time. Shadowy, she's flirting with him the entire time.
I like Ura just thinks he's a natural charm on everybody, and it's not just this one person like him a lot.
Yeah. Unlike Osha, you're not gonna want to cheat on this one.
I don't. OSHA didn't do it on purpose.
You don't want to do it. Anyways, she goes.
Ugh.
Yeah. Looks like you're both here. Apologies for the unequal treatment, Goblin, but you know.
The only question I have is if the altitude was necessary.
Yes. I'm not going to build bulbs on my trunk of my tree. Well, actually, now she starts to think about it. That might be interesting, actually, a few balconies and rooms on the tree, and we'll talk about how you want your house to look later.
House-like.
But it does keep you safe if you're that high.
I guess that's a fair point.
And with how you angered the town recently, well...
So,
No one would dare touch me.
I would.
Oh.
Anyways.
He has a confused look on his face. He's thinking about it.
Didn't we just say that you're not allowed to kill her? God damn it, the fucking lore acts with the raising up with underneath it pantless Riz.
Gribbly's just looking at this and just fly.
Well, if you two are ready, I can bring you to where I felt that disturbance in my forest.
Oh.
She seems to twirl her hair a little bit. By the way, her hair, which was like all scraggly, is very now well kept. Like it looks like it's been washed with water, and it's very silky smooth. And she seems to be twirling it as she's saying this. She looks like she has rizzed herself up at the moment.
I am jealous.
Alright, roll me a charisma saving throw. Disadvantage.
Okay. So 17 on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Charisma saving throw. So 16 plus 7 now, not 6. 24.
Bro.
No, 23.
You wonder why I'm saying your character doesn't realize he's being flirted with and he's so fucking dense to this. This is why. This is why. She looks
He's not
nice.
that dense.
She looks nice. She looks like she showered recently. I mean, she did have a musky kind of smell when you first met her, and honestly, she smells much better.
I'm gonna like as where we're walking to, I'm gonna like as we're walking, you smell good.
Okay, so as you're both walking towards her main tree, she looks a little bit surprised and goes, after all, I had to freshen up a bit. It's been a while.
It's nice.
At this point, she touches the tree and takes the goblin and just pushes him in. Actually, no, sorry. She would grab the goblin by the shoulder, and she grabs you and she goes, all right, now, let's get going. And she grabs you a little bit low, by the way, Ura.
Dude.
And she squeezes, and she pulls you into the tree with her. Ura's character is just getting sexually assaulted, man. Jeez.
He's so nice. If he wasn't, God, chaotic good idiot is very fun to play.
It is.
Ugh.
As you both feel your minds go dark for a second, you appear in a darkened forest next to a small hill with moss overgrowing a creature, you could tell, that's dead and decomposing in the ground. Grasses and bits of forest and roots have overgrown and are starting to decompose this creature, or have been for a while. Ura.
Yeah?
You know where this is. You know your little escapade when you were on the beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where you found the flute. Oh, this is where you found the flute. Oh, this is where you found the flute. Well, I've taken you as close as I can. You're gonna want to go this way. She points eastwards, and you're like, oh shit. Are we going where... Ura, do you know where you're going?
Is that towards the tower?
As you say this, she goes, yes, actually. How did you know?
I've been here before. I tried to fight the Guardian by myself.
That sounds stupid.
Oh, it was very.
Well, just so you're aware, I will not be doing any fighting, but if you two look like you need help, I am sworn to guard you, so I will do my best to get you out.
That's reassuring.
Why, thank you. That's very nice of you.
And she grabs you by your cheeks and goes, after all, why wouldn't I save you, little cutie?
I wouldn't call myself cute. Yeah, thank you. Good compliment.
She turns your face around a little bit. Huh. It seems my blood works wonders on you. And she lets you go and goes, just call me if you need me. And she disappears into a tree.
Bro, I must ask, what is this Guardian?
Oh, just some jerk. I think, yeah, I'll give you like a very long story, very shortened. There's a doll that the Guardian likes a lot, and that doll, I think, has a person in it. And, I think the Guardian likes the person inside the doll. And the Guardian, by the way, Guardian's terrifying. He's like this big buff dude. About my height, but like thick. And he's covered in that purple ooze that it's going around. You've seen it before. I start to walk.
No, I have not seen it before.
I have not, in fact, seen this purple ooze. Do you believe this Guardian is the undead we are supposed to fight?
Probably. He's not too rough. He's fast. I'll say that.
I'm reassured by your confidence.
That's good.
Well, I guess we should head off so you can get back to your sweet little flower.
Flower? I don't own any flowers. Oh, I do own a flower. I search my pockets.
Pull out the pink flower.
See? Flower.
Honestly, it hasn't wilted yet. Do you give it a sniff?
Look. Hell yeah, I give it a sniff.
Alright.
It smells nice. Want a sniff?
Roll me a charisma saving throw.
That number, 22. Oh god, I'm getting lower.
It's a nice smelling flower.
It's
I'll let you indulge in it yourself. I don't want to take it from you.
Oh, okay. And I put it back. I like underneath some of the band. Oh, I don't have any bandages. Shit. I put it into the clothes.
As you,
Um.
do you put it in the clothes or on one of the vine bandages you're wearing?
Oh, vine bandage.
As you put it on, it seems to wrap around and become part of the vine. But it does remain a bud of the flower, pink one, on the vine itself.
I've always collected skulls like we're walking. But I should collect flowers. More of a challenge for me. Skulls are easy.
Speaking of skulls, where's your skull?
Shit.
I forgot about it. You forgot to ask about it, so we're even.
Okay. It's somewhere back at the Dryad. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm not freaking. Continue conversation. So yeah. What do you think on that? Flowers.
The plants, and they can be quite useful, especially in herbalism.
Very. It'd be fun too. You know how many fun different types of flowers there are? I don't know their names. I've never researched it before. But there has to be millions.
I'll say this, Gribbly, with your passive perception of 12, you start to notice roots and vines, different vegetation pieces that would usually slow you down and cause you trouble walking here seem to be moving out of your way as Ura steps. And it seems
I believe our little friend is. I believe our little friend is assisting us in our trip for the forest.
How can you tell?
Well, the plants seem to be moving out of your way as you step.
Ura, as you look down, you see this large flower that's about to bloom. It's a bud at the moment.
Okay, we can wait a minute. I want to see it bloom.
Alright. So, as it begins to bloom, it pops open, and this pollen shoots out. Do you guys hold your breath or no?
Gribbly decides to not breathe. He's gonna keep an eye on what happens with Ura.
Ura?
Would I hold my breath to pluck the flower and add it to my bandages?
The flower is a good, foot in diameter.
Oh, that's a big flower. Okay, I'm taking it in. I'm gonna breathe.
Alright. Okay. You gain 20 temporary hit points. As you watch this green sheen of magic energy cover Ura.
Well, it seems that was quite useful.
Yeah,
Smell the
you
roses.
both would have gotten that. But, by the way, it is this beautiful yellowish blue flower. You can pick it up and add it to... remember, the robes you have are natural, too. You could try to add it to your robes.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Okay,
Maybe,
give me a moment.
Piece, like when those Victorian era guys have those huge bows on their chest.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Ura finally gets to be fancy. He's wearing clothes for once.
So you put it on?
Oh yeah.
Alright, so as you put it on, you feel a magical hum from it. Out of character, this is going to become a magic item that I'll make, yeah.
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm just suspicious of everything here.
Yeah, I understand. First few... Well, you gotta realize, you just made a pact with the creature that owns this forest, basically.
So I guess after seeing that, I'm starting to realize, okay, perhaps the plants are at least safe.
As you think that, a tree punches you in the... No.
In the dick!
Don't worry.
Bam!
I like to play around a lot after, a very stressful session like that, so... Take everything I say with a grain of salt if I feel like I'm jumping around.
Ura was not stressed a single moment during that.
Anyways, so, as you guys continue to walk, Ura, you get that cold sensation on the back of your neck again, the one that you felt as soon as you passed into the area, the clearing, where the tower stood.
We're getting close.
Once you pass this bush and tree area, you're getting in.
We are getting close.
Do you have any... Actually, can you provide me a description of this guardian? Yeah, he was... Well, he said he was buff and around your height.
Yes. He's,
What weapon he used?
his mouth It's fists.
He did not use
Oh.
a fist. He used a claymore
Claymore.
and a heavy crossbow, and his fist in his mouth. And his feet.
I'll go through all of those. I'm gonna yeah. Oh, he seemingly did not take damage. He falls from the top of the tower down. Last
Top
time,
of
at
the-
least.
He falls as in he jumped off to greet you, or you reached
Yes.
the top of the tower?
No,
Okay.
he jumped down and like grabbed the wall and like slid down. It was very impressive.
Hmm.
If he wasn't mindless, I would compliment him.
Seems like a interesting tactic.
It was terrifying, I'll say that.
Perhaps this could be used to our benefit. Very well.
We
You-
should. Oh, go ahead.
So, do you wish to be more stealthy in our approach, or
Oh, I would love to. This man is terrifying.
yes?
I can invoke the Green Lady on him, but I don't know how. He's compared to a regular zombie on this island. He seems a lot more powerful, despite the infliction.
All right. Well, in that case, since you, despite what I've said in the past couple hours, well, I guess at this point it'll be a couple hours, I do believe I should follow your lead on this one.
Ah, you've made a good choice.
I hope I don't regret it.
Ah, you never will. On Ura, you have the Ura guarantee. Actually, no, you don't take that. The last time I gave someone that, I burned down the wrong house.
Good to hear.
You are fucking weird.
What do you mean weird?
Anyways,
Right. So, yeah, Gribbly's gonna follow Ura, assuming we're gonna take a stealthy approach to the tower.
okay.
Yes. As stealthy as Ura can be.
Sure. Go ahead and make me stealth checks.
Hiya! Nat 20 on that stealth check.
Damn. Damn.
Well,
This is the first time Ura will not be the brute force in something.
right. Okay. Alright, 17.
17?
Yep.
Okay, so, as you both begin to approach the exterior of this clearing, you push through and you see these. You've been seeing some small, the last 30 feet, small, stone walls that are covered in moss and vegetation that have fallen apart, that look like hundreds of years old. As you've pushed through, you start to push through and you see to your right a small house that's fallen apart, a small hut of sorts. And as you push all the way through, you see a small wall that should line the entire perimeter of this clearing, but parts of it have fallen apart or gone missing entirely, crumble. You see, as you push up to the wall and look over, a clearing completely overtaken by, completely overtaken by, to you, Goblin, it's about chest-high grass. You also see a small dirt path that's been overgrown, and on it is a cart that's broken wheel, a few broken things, blood spattered everywhere across that small area that's not having grass on it. You see quite a few crates and barrels in the carts, and you see a doll that's been, like a child's doll that's fallen over. You also see, in the middle of this clearing, a large tower, maybe 60 to 120 feet tall. At the top, it has seemingly fallen apart. There should be more rooms above, but it's seemingly falling apart. There's a few window sills, a few window slits for arrows to come out of, and there seems to be a single large fortified door. You see, I'd like perception checks now for anybody trying to find anything else out, because remember, it's still nighttime. Early morning.
Alright, this dice is very Ura. 9 on that perception check.
So that be disadvantage?
For you, no. I'll say you're fine too. At this point, you
Alright.
have moonlight coming in to give you some light, but it is still hard to see.
Why'd I use Avray? It's 5.
You swear you see movement at the top of the tower, but that's all.
Oh, in like a little whisper, I like look back at the doll. Don't touch that. He likes it. I burned it last time. He didn't like that I burned his stuff.
Gribbly nods.
1 second, I'm just checking something. Okay. Good to know. Okay. So, as you're watching this figure on the top of the tower, Zeus, since you rolled the highest, a minute or two passes before you see another figure moving through the field.
I'm gonna like squint at it. Try to get a better view.
It's too dark to see.
Hmm.
It's completely covered in the shadows of the night.
Strange. Rua's gonna look back at the top. Has the figure moved recently?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't see it on top of the tower anymore.
Ooh. That's a problem. Trust you.
Ura, what's your... There's no... The only one that would hear it. Shadowy. You hear maybe 10 feet behind you. Armored footsteps. Of metal. Approaching.
I believe we have company.
As you both look backwards, you see Ura, a familiar figure. Outside of the place where he didn't run last time. You see... Give me a second here. An armored humanoid wearing the armor of plate mail that he wears. It seems to be a tarnished white color turned to almost gray, with yellow, or sorry, golden tarnished, almost brass looking outlines to it. As he walks, there's multiple breaks in his armor where you could see the undead bone and rotting flesh is covered by this blackened and purplish shadow that seems to go into their armor. Where their armor breaks, you can't see any joints because there's just a black shadow there. You see he wears a completely night-covered helmet as he walks, and there's breaks in it too when you see that same shadow. And as he's walking, you swear you see an eye looking around from it. As he continues to walk, you can see him dragging what seems to be a human behind him, with a large wound on their chests. As he walks, he stops for a second and looks around, and continues forward. He walks into the grass, where you see that other figure comes up to him. At this point, you see it's a figure wearing one of those large brimmed metal hats that like cavalry Frenchmen would wear a long time ago. However, it has chainmail falling from the sides as well, you know that one. However, you see no other armor, as this figure seems to be an ethereal shadow with a skull-like face. It screeches towards the night, and the night back to him. As the night continues forward, the shaded creature pulls out what seems to be a heavy crossbow and continues to keep guard in the field.
I understand what those screeches are.
I was about to ask.
You do. What? Actually, funny enough, you heard. The Lord wants to know where you went. And then the knight replied, "To get a feast." To get a feast. They are speaking in Necron.
So the Green Lord wants to know where you went to a feast.
The Lord wants to know where you
Okay,
went.
the Lord. All right.
To get a feast. And he's dragging a... You're not sure if it's dead or dying body behind him. They are going pale, and you can see coagulated blood across a heavy wound upon their chests, which you get the feeling probably the claymore he has on his back.
I kind of want to cast Bane on them.
Do you?
But there's the verbal components. I don't know if I can whisper those.
You're a sorcerer.
I am, yeah.
Did you not take subtle spell?
No.
Fuck. What do you want to do? He's about 40 feet from you.
I'd have to get 10 feet closer. That would be a great starting move, is all of your shit sucks now.
You get the feeling they don't see you either.
That'd be a great surprise round. Okay,
He's 50 feet now.
I'm gonna risk it and turn. I'm gonna turn to Goblin first. Should we attack now?
I said Gribbly quickly looks over, and I guess he realizes
the shadow gutturally talks to him again. By the way, the Necron that you're hearing is strange. You can understand it, but it has this regional dialect to it. Not regional, but this mimicry of another kind of language. However, you can understand it because it's Necron. The knight turns back around as the shaded figure speaks again. The boss doesn't like you leaving. And the knight goes, well, none of you bring beasts back.
He sounds like me. I relate.
I could somewhat understand that. It's the Lord doesn't want you leading. And it's like the others don't bring feast back.
Leaving, not leading.
Doesn't want you leaving.
Yeah.
Alright.
There are more words being said, but you're getting the gist of 90% of what they're saying. Out of character, they are also speaking in, like, turn with Necron and Infernal. So, you don't understand everything they're saying.
So, I guess as Ura asks that, Gribbly just sort of gestures towards them. Like, it's implying that he's ready when Ura is.
Ura.
Got it.
As you turn around to see this, you notice another figure moving on top of the tower.
Okay. There's
You've
another
now
figure.
pinged 3 figures here.
There's a third, but I'm going now.
Gribbly sort of, his eyes, I guess underneath his skull cap, his eyes widen like, wait, what?
And
oh fuck, this is a bad idea.
I'm going to sneak out as close I need to get within 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast Bane on those 2 creatures. Because I can't reach the third one, I don't think.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah, stealth. 19.
Okay.
Am I good? Can I cast Bane?
As you start to walk forward, you get within 30 feet as you're now in the grass trying to hunch down, and you begin to cast the spell before you look up towards the tower. And as you finish casting the spell, you look up and you see what you didn't see because you weren't close enough. A loaded ballista on the tower. And as you look up and cast the spell, casting it, and you say, Bane! The knights, the shaded figure, look towards you, and you see 3 figures on top of the tower, 1 manning the ballista.
Ah.
As they all turn towards you, it's charisma save.
There's a charisma save, yes.
The shaded figure fails.
That's good.
The knights... Is this a charm effect or no?
No. I'll double check it.
Yeah, just check.
It's enchantment, but not charm.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
It also comes from me being a religious caster now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know, thank you. So, charisma saving throws are What's your DC?
15.
He rolled a 13 plus 2. So as
No!
you cast it, you see this dark energy coalesce over the shadow. It lets out this roar as if it's being like dragged back into the shadows itself as they seem to grasp and pull at him. The other one, seeing this, dodges out of the way for a second as the shadows reach towards him. You see out of the break in his armor, a shadowy hand reaches out and grabs it, and you feel this psychic just pulse in your mind for a second, and you just hear this, Ura. Naughty, naughty. Roll initiative.
Okay.
The only one
All
that is
right.
actually not seen, unless Goblin, do you want to make any moves while you're not seen?
I do believe we have the surprise round.
Yes, you do have a surprise round right now, but go ahead. What do you want to do right now?
Since I'm unseen, so do I notice the guys at the top of the tower yet?
You don't. No, you don't notice any of them. Ura brings
So-
up that there's someone up there, but you can't see that far at the moment.
I guess with that in mind, I'm gonna go try to see if I can see anyone on the top of the tower.
Make a perception check. This will be your surprise turn, just so you're aware.
All right, so should I roll initiative first?
No, just roll a perception check first.
Okay. You know, I'm actually gonna use. I'm gonna see if this works with this one. That's a 14.
You do see 3 figures at the top of the tower, and with that, 13 was the DC you needed to see exactly what creatures are up there. You see 2 more of the shaded figures that you can see in the field right now, and you see a creature that seems to be moving along with the shadows as well, but its pectorals are obviously seen. It's more detailed. It has these long, slender arms with these large claws. Its face comes up with an underbite with these 2 fangs at the bottom of it. Its face is crunched almost like a vampire's. Its ears are long and pulled back. Its skin is obsidian black. It has some hair that tufts backwards and these 2 horns at the top of his head that come back in an almost U-like shape. And it has these raggedy, broken wings on its back. Roll me an Arcana check.
Alright, that's a 23.
You can immediately recognize the creature from your books. That's a shadow demon.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Oh no.
Really? My big bad boss rolled a 7.
Woo! I got 16.
Oh, okay. Shaded Knight rolled a natural 20.
Aw.
I
Put
got
it back!
So the Shaded Knight rolled a total of 20.
Man, let's hope that 1d4 helps me out a lot.
He didn't get affected by it, remember?
Oh, he didn't, right.
Yeah.
Shit.
So what did you roll, Zeus?
16.
Okay. What did you roll, Goblin?
I rolled a 9.
Okay. Gobby is at 9. Shaded Demon got a 10 in total, just so you're aware. And
That's
then the
great.
other Shade's got a natural 20 as well. What the fuck?
Where are those 20s earlier?
I don't know. So they go first, actually. Actually,
Oh, yeah,
Well, fortunately, I haven't revealed myself.
the one on the I'm gonna roll the 2 groups of shades differently. So the one on the ground got the natural 20 minus 1, so he has 21. He still goes first. The 2 on the tower, the 2 on the tower got a natural 2.
Okay. So I hit the 1 nerd and not the one I actually wanted to hit with -4.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay. There's the initiative. So, as
Respectable.
they look over and see you, you hear a chorus of just this infernal metal screeching. The ground shade looks over to you, pulling out his heavy crossbow. It's already loaded. He takes a shot at you, releasing a bolt. Oh god, that's... Oh, he has the Bane. Let's see here. So his dex is +2. So does a 15 hit your AC?
I'm gonna shield.
19 minus 4, by the way.
Ooh, thank you, Bane. I'm gonna shield to make it not hit.
Alright, so as he casts this towards you, this darkened bolt of shadow comes flying towards you, and you immediately throw your right hand, you throw your staff and place it upon the ground as the volcanic stone shoots out this green flame that creates this barrier in front of you as it disintegrates the bolt that comes directly at you.
I smile my dumb Ura smile.
The creature seems to start... The creature actually disappears into the shadows in the ground, and you can see the grass moving with it as it gets directly up to you. Behind you, in fact, and it appears behind you. You hear that in your ear.
Okay.
Next, the Shaded Knight, seeing this happen, immediately drops the body and pulls out his claymore as his action, not his action, but his, item interaction. There it is. And he's going to dash 30 feet directly up to you, holding his claymore. And he's going to have advantage because you're being flanked. As he goes to strike you, he's actually going to, let's see here. He has to be enraged to use that, so he's going to enter his enraged state. As you see, he starts to dash towards you. The shadow and this purple color starts to essentially grow and pulse out of his body. As it does, you hear as he starts to charge you in an enraged state. His dark body flares up. So, he gets towards you, and he brings his sword and goes for almost a baseball swing as he goes to strike at you. So, that would be a total of... Give me a second, I'm trying to see. 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Alright, as he strikes and hits the shield, it deflects his blade off, making it glow red-orange. He brings it down from the sky now. That's a 20 to hit.
Okay, that does hit. That hits by 3.
Good.
Big sad. Stupid shield, not defending me properly.
Hold on. Yeah, 12. Plus his enraged state gives him... You take 16 points of slashing damage. He brings the weapon down and just strikes through your fiery shield using the heat of it. It actually breaks through your cloak in a little bit anyways and just strikes you in the gut, leaving this large slash.
Temporary hit points are beautiful.
It growls in your face, and as it's roaring in your face, you could see it's like French mask, the one that comes to a cone at the front, actually opens up like a bird's beak, and you can see this darkened black-purple color is actually acting as saliva in his mouth. End of his turn. It's now your turn, Ura. As this creature just ran up to you, the other one's behind you, and he slashed you across the chest. What are you doing?
I'm going to... What would Ura do? What would Ura do? Better do. Alright, Bane is the first level. I forgot about that. I am going to cast...
Remember, the one behind you is Bane at the moment.
Yeah, that's really helpful.
I need you to roll for a concentration on Bane.
Right.
Roll me a concentration save. It's 10.
What? 10. Okay. 11.
As it hit you, you almost lost concentration, but you held on. Alright.
I'm going to turn and cast on the creature behind me. Sacred Flame.
Oh my god, bro. These guys are rolling high as shit right now. Let's see. The Shadow rolls an 18.
-4?
Oh yeah, minus D4. -4, 14.
That hits now. By
The time I don't want my D4 to roll high. So, and it goes to dodge out of the way. You see that it's about to dodge out of the way of your strike, and you pull the shadow that's connected to it back, and it actually gets pulled into the strike of the flame.
Yeah.
Is this radiant damage?
Yes, it's 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay.
It is a 7 on the die.
Okay. Let me just pull this open really quick.
I don't get any bonuses to it, but hey, 7 plus whatever else you gotta do to it is gonna be very nice.
So, 7 damage. That increases it to 14.
Nice. No quadruple here, so that means they're not exactly...
Yeah.
That's bad. My confidence is waning.
As you deal 14 damage to it, it seems to back up a bit, having taken a heavy amount of damage. You see part of it is falling apart. They have a lot of health.
It's fine. I'm a big boy.
Let me go ahead and pull up the Shadow Knight's health points. Wait, what? Why do I have 40 plus 3 open? I don't know, but we're just going to go ahead and get rid of that. So, pull this up. Oh, that was the Dryad's health points.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. I have those. Alright, does that end your turn? You are surrounded by 2 of them, flanked.
Let me think. Bonus action. Can I do anything? No, not really. That leaves. Yeah, I'm not gonna run away now. I get 2 opportunity attacks. That'd be devastating. I'm just going
One of them would
to.
have to use their fist to hit you because they're wielding a heavy crossbow at this point.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And the Shaded Knight would get 2 attacks of opportunity on you.
Which is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. I need my reaction to cast shield again if they do try to hit me.
At this point, you look up to the top of the tower as you hear, as you see that creature with the wings now, and it seems to point down. Let me see what it can do. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm fine over here fighting an entire army by myself.
Where's its movement speed? I can't find that. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So you see the wings stretch out as it starts to fly through the tower. About halfway down before it stops moving, dashes to the ground. Moves 30 feet forward, 30 more feet. It's now 60 feet from you specifically, Ura.
Okay, that's safe, I think. Make it not have spells.
End of its turn.
Yeah, look at that.
Actually, technically you could. No.
No?
It fell into the ground. No, technically it can't do that because it will kill itself. So no, it's gonna keep moving forward.
Aw.
So that ends its turn.
Oh,
It's
be a little funny.
60 feet from you. End of its turn. Goblin. You are still stealth. They don't see you.
Okay, so we have the shadow demon.
Mm-hmm.
The literal shadow demon.
Shadow
okay.
Demon's about 80 feet from you.
Okay, and atop the tower, how far is that from my current location?
About 120 feet forward. No, sorry, 200 feet. No, 140 feet forward. 120 feet up. Sorry, no, it'd be 60 feet up. I'm stupid.
Okay. So, I'm thinking.
You do see the shade. That's one of the shades on top of the tower is starting to get to the ballista and starting to move it.
How strong does the ballista look?
It's a ballista.
As in the, how much? I guess I'm just wondering. It is a pretty sturdy looking ballista.
Can't really tell much detail from this distance, but it looks like a ballista.
A decently large weapon. All right. A large.
You
Would have
know
an
those
easy
fucking
time-
large fucking heavy bolts that they use in sieges? A siege weapon? A ballista.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would it have a
Alright.
hard time hitting me because of it's meant for like long distance?
You're like 120 feet from it.
Okay, that kind of helps it out a little bit.
Plus, they don't mind hitting their own friends.
Honestly, my positioning is an advantage if they do hit their friends.
Yeah.
I cast
Okay.
shield again and force them to hit people.
So, Gribbly is going to make his way towards the.
Why does Ura's new
Ow.
outfit look like the fucking Sneed from the fucking Lorax too?
Okay. Let me look at it real quick. Honestly, the one star is what I look like right now.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. I think I have an idea. So I'm gonna start making my way sneakily towards the tower.
Alright. Go ahead and just roll me a stealth check with advantage.
Oh, wait. There, 17?
Okay. You're pushing towards the tower. You beat everyone's passive perception. You're about 30 feet forward.
Yeah. So I can see the top of the tower with those two undead.
I would say, yes,
And
you
they-
can see the top of the tower now, and the ballista does look not new, but it doesn't seem too destroyed.
Alright. So it's of decent construction.
Yes.
Maybe. I'm thinking. How useful would fire be against it? It's probably of wood.
It's mostly made of wood.
So I have a distinct feeling I could help my my master by setting this weapon ablaze. I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it.
So you are 90 feet from the 90 plus 10, 20. You're 110 feet from the tower.
Ooh,
It's 60 feet up.
in range.
Okay.
110.
Make me a
Wait. Pythagorean theorem. Wait, hold on a minute.
It's still
Okay.
120 feet about. It's fine.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make an attack roll, please.
Alright. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Let's see. So the ballista has an average 18 AC already, plus the 2 of the wall because you are a little bit at a different angle. You do hit the ballista.
Alright. Let's roll fire damage.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 8 fire damage.
Okay, that's 16. Remember that.
Alright, so 16 fire damage.
Yeah, remember that you dealt 16 to it, please, because I'm not going to keep track of the ballista's health.
Oh, I'll write it down. I'll like fire damage.
Okay.
I'll just edit this message over time. It's in speak.
Okay, no problem. So, as the ballista is hit, you've broken your stealth, and the shadow demon who is coming down looks over towards you and sees that you're attacking the ballista, and you can see his entire body shifts to start heading towards you.
Dang it.
Hey, that's helpful though. I'm not taking a 3v1 now.
Does that
Well,
end
my
your turn?
problem is I want to get rid of that ballista, because
Does
it's
that end your turn?
Well, I've moved, I've used my action.
Can you
Can't
bonus
really do
action?
much else. Well, I don't have a bonus action. I
Oh,
can
it
use.
sucks.
Alright. The tower shades. One of them uses his movement to move the ballista into range. And he's gonna fire. Now that there's 2 of them available. Okay, 1 and 3 is going to be Zeus, 2 and 4 Shadowy. 4. Shadowy, you see him look down and he moves it a little bit more and he's gonna take a shot at you. This one's gonna be at disadvantage because he's shooting it while moving it to try and get it into the way of looking at you. Okay. Does a 19 hit you, Shadowy?
19 would hit if I didn't use shield.
So as the large ballista starts to come down towards you, describe how you block it with your shield.
Alright, so seeing as the bolt is headed at a downward angle towards me, Gribbly sees that it's likely going to hit true. So he decides to duck down, and just as the bolt is about to skewer his head, he angles his shield upwards so that the course of the giant bolt is slightly directed just above him.
It hits the ground right behind you, and looking down to the ground, it has some stone on the ground, and it completely pierced through it. This is a siege weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And though it's not not properly taken care of, it is a siege weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You see that it's going to take an entire action to reload, and the other tower shade begins to reload it with his entire turn. ends the tower shot.
Woo!
Ground Shade, right behind you, is going to immediately put the heavy crossbow away, and he's going to use his strength drain against you. Actually, yeah, no, he's going to grab at you with his strength drain. Does a 19 hit you, Ura?
Is that an attack?
Yes. Oh, he has advantage. That's right. Sorry, 19.
Minus the 4.
Minus D4, you're right. And I'll roll with... I'll roll with advantage. So, yeah, he got the same roll for the D4, so it's 17.
17. Okay. Shield.
Alright, so as he goes to reach forward, it burns his hand. And he sees that you're using fire and radiant damage. He fucking starts to book it away.
The part of the shield that blocked him was just like my middle finger on fire.
As he starts to run away, you hear from the strange creature that's flying towards your friend, and you see the shade stop and turn around and starts to head back towards you, but he doesn't get to you.
That's a lot safer than 2 attack. Oh, I'm not flanked! Oh, yes!
You get the feeling he's more afraid of that creature than you.
That's understandable. Let's be real. I used to fear my boss.
Let me open up a calculator to get this. Let's see. Oh god, no wonder it's a CR4. If you want to, you guys can look up the Shadow Demon stats.
Okay. I'm actually very interested.
I at least know it, and I think have an idea of how its HP because I've used them against my players.
And I do max HP for bosses too, and everything.
I've never used the Shadow Demon before.
So the Shaded Knight, I've never used one either. The Shaded Knight watches as its friend runs. There's a bonus action. You hear this guttural growl, this enraged roar. As I need both you, and because the goblin is still technically within 15 feet, just off to the side, I need you to also make me wisdom save. Both of you.
Yeah, dang it.
17 on the die?
Alright, you suffer no effects.
Alright. That's a nat 20 for 22?
You suffer no effects on the... Fuck, that's the second time that's happened with this fucking ability.
Who gives this creature telepathy?
I don't know, but anyways. He then takes his sword and goes and strikes twice at you again, Ura. 12. Oh, sorry.
No hit.
Oh, no, he doesn't have advantage. 12, and as he goes with his Y-hander, which, funny enough, looks brand new because he broke his other one, remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah. Guess what happens?
What?
He swings down with his weapon, and as you pull your middle finger forward towards him with the shield of flame, this Y-hander, which is already red hot, breaks on your finger. He just stares down at it and looks at you. And you can see a look of pain in his enraged eyes. You know that? You know the Will Smith, like, just sitting there with, like, red eyes meme? That's him right now.
Yep.
Anyways. That ends his turn. Can't do anything else. He's gonna use his action, his item interaction to pull out his heavy crossbow, but he's within fucking 5 feet of you, so it's not gonna do shit. Pissed. I'm actually pissed. So, that ends his turn. I believe it's your turn now, Uro, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm thinking about it. See, I could Sacred Flame, but I don't know how good his dexterity is.
I will say this. The Shaded Knight is wearing heavy armor. You don't think its dexterity is good, just by how, like...
yeah.
I will say this. Its movement seemed to be more strength-based than dexterity-based.
That's what I was thinking, too. Okay. I'm gonna go for the Sacred Flame because that's more damage and also probably more likely.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, it's a dexterity check on your end.
8.
Yes! Hiya! Aw. 5.
So 10.
Yeah.
All right. So you shoot it, and it hits him, and you hear. He didn't like that.
Yo, mama!
He looks directly at you. Anyways,
I shout, translation!
Goblin, I'm a little busy.
Yeah, Gribbly's like, he's just sort of trying to keep quiet and
The shade
Keeping
demon
it
when
on
he
it.
sees there's intruders.
Now we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
And I see. You're choosing the hard way.
Winners pick the hard way.
Anyways. What, does that end your turn, Zeus?
You sound mad.
It doesn't have any more great swords, so if you wanted to try and move away from it, it only gets one attack, I believe. And it's not a dexterous person.
That would be good if I get closer to
Technically,
Goblin.
you can't make an attack with the crossbow. It would have to make a fist attack at you.
I don't want. Honestly, I'm gonna stick close so I can keep trying to get out of that way of that crossbow.
Okay, so you're
I
not
feel
gonna
better
move?
closer.
Not gonna move?
Yes.
Okay. So, end of your turn then.
Yep. I can't. I don't have bonus action. Sad.
The demon is going to get 30 feet closer to the goblin, and then walk 30 feet to you. So now it's directly up to you, goblin, as it just stares at you, towering above you. Goblin, you hear in your mind. You came to the wrong clearing, Gobbo. As it pulls one of its claws out and strikes you twice.
That's racist.
Does a 19 hit you, Goblin?
both my shield up. No,
Is 19 your AC or is 20 your AC?
20 is my AC.
So as it strikes at you twice, you manage to keep your shield up. As it just gets deflected and you hear, "Ooh, a talented one, are you?"
And an unfortunate one to be dragged along here.
End of his turn. Goblin, what are you doing?
Alright, so considering this gentleman is in my path to attack the ballista,
Mhm.
I'm gonna stay close to him, but walk around so I can get a clear shot and shoot at the ballista again.
What are we, dancing? Oh, wait, don't do that. His name's Harold. Go ahead and make an attack.
I like Harold.
Hold up, cut that out. You need to stop that. Stop it right now. That's a 17. I don't think that hits.
As you cast it, it just hits the brick. A single brick falls. You see what looks like a dead body that's just placed against the side of the wall. Just it crushes the head of the dead body.
A small part of me hoped it hit the knight.
Actually, with that force, it does hit the knight, but it does no damage.
Ah.
Anyways, end of your turn, right, Gobbo, or do you want to do anything else?
Well, I can't really do much right about now.
Fire the ballistas! As you see, the tower shades have finished reloading the ballista with the other one's turn, and the other one aims it directly at you, this time not with disadvantage. Actually, he doesn't want to hit his master, so he's going to have a minus penalty here.
You have cover.
That would be 4.
To hit?
Yes.
Oh.
Misses.
It goes over you. It hits the wall you were behind just a little bit ago, and breaks through it. It's a siege weapon.
gotta make sure we know that.
Yeah. Anyways, the other one starts to reload it as well.
I actually do call over to Ura. A little help with this large weapon master.
One moment.
It seems that you were right at one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. Anyways,
I'm playing like a slap fight with this fucking
the ground
knight.
shade gets back up to you, and it's going to use its attack to try and grab you again. Strength drain with advantage with a
It misses.
4, and it'll take the 1 on the D4. So 20
For who?
against you.
Oh, that hits, yeah.
All right. So as your shield won't be enough, it grabs you by the throat and just pulls you in and starts to drain the strength out of your body. You suffer. Ooh, Cabal on the field. 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And your strength is reduced by 1 point.
That's honestly... Hold on a second. Let me get all that. So...
10 necrotic.
10 necrotic, so... That... Minus
You're
10.
down 6 HP, technically.
Yep.
And your strength is reduced by 1.
Reduced by 1. I'll just keep that in mind.
Okay.
I have no negative yet.
Okay. So,
What is negative? Never mind.
as that hits you, it seems to be grabbing onto you, dragging the strength out of your body. That's going to end its turn. The Shaded Knight, now seeing you held there, being smothered, is going to take a 5-foot step back. You can make an attack roll with a physical attack if you want.
I could use that scimitar that was given to me like at the very beginning of the thing.
Sure. I hope you roll a natural 1.
Never. I roll a 16 on the die.
The scimitar, when it rolls a natural 1. 16, that misses. As it hits against the plate mail, it just bounces off.
Okay.
Shaded Knight gets 10 feet back, sends a heavy crossbow bolt at you from 10 feet away, which is technically an advantage because it's flanking you.
Please miss. If you miss, you hit your friend. Please, I beg you.
Does a 14 hit?
By 2.
It hits by... Don't you have a reaction left?
I'm out of shields.
Wait,
Did you
I
use a
could
shield
use
since your
something.
last turn?
Yeah, I used it.
You used it to break the weapon of the creature,
Yes.
and then we got back to your turn. I see, never mind. Yeah, so you have no more
Yep.
shields. Okay, so it just hits you in the gut. It's...
I have no idea what I'll do with that.
You suffer...
Nothing.
Where is it? 7 points of piercing damage.
That would knock me unconscious. Hold on.
It would?
But
How?
you have temp HP.
You had
Huh?
20 temp HP.
Yep, I got hit by that 114.
You got hit by a 16, which left you at 4 temp HP. You took 10,
Yep.
which means you should be down 6. And then you just took 7, so you should only be down 13. How much is your constitution?
My constitution is a +2.
Plus 2. For each level, that's 4 extra HP. And then you're a sorcerer, which is a d6, which means 12 plus 4, you should have 16 HP in total. Max health.
Oh, I'm stupid!
HP.
Oh my god!
You have 3 HP left, yeah.
Oh no! Oh, the big stupid dum head.
Don't worry, we all except me suck at math sometimes.
Oh wow, I see how it is.
Yeah.
Oh
wait, no, you did take more damage. You took you took the 10 damage from the necrotic damage already. I already had
yeah,
that in.
everything's all calculated. Okay, I'm no longer a big dum head.
Yes. Anyways, so as he shoots you, he then puts it away, comes up to you, and gets his fists out, ready to punch you. He's now flanking you again with the shadow.
Oh, you bitch ass motherfucker.
So he just
I'll
basically
fuck all your
jumped
dads.
back, shot you, put it away, came up, and he's ready to punch you.
Great.
Anyways, next would be the Shaded Demon, who sees the goblin shoot another spell, and he's just gonna go, "Your friend will die soon, and I'll suck the marrow from your blood."
It would be from your bones, you buffoon.
Fuck you. God
Disadvantage.
damn. God damn. Does a 21 hit you? Sorry, does a 17 hit you?
Oh Jesus!
A 17 would hit me. However, I do use a little coronal shift.
Oh, he rolls again then?
Yeah.
Fuck you. As he goes to strike you, suddenly, time returns. He's like, "I will suck the marrow from your bones." And he strikes at you.
Good job.
And misses. Your turn.
All right. Seeing as it's my
bad
turn.
enemy I made, and he's gonna fucking lose without hitting a single fucking person.
Okay, so seeing this shaded. All right, so considering how difficult the ballista is to hit. All right, and this guy's right in front of me. I do think, considering how hurt Ura is, I'm gonna ask him. Do you think you should call the assistance of your?
I would say that shadowing. You can see the sunlight starting to poke up, and the shaded demon looks backwards too, just over the horizon. It seems sun is coming out soon.
Huh. All right, so I guess with that, I'm going to do. Seeing as how much of a pain that the ballista could potentially be, I'm going to try attack it again.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
All right. Right. Okay. That's a 24 to hit.
God damn.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Is that a crit hit?
No.
Oh.
The AC at this point is 20.
Damn.
Yeah, because he has some bricks in the way.
Well, it's only 2, so that's increased to 4.
Alright, so 20 damage in total. The ballista is looking pretty rough. Is that your turn, Gobo?
That would be all I can really do.
The tower shade.
Away from this monster.
The tower shade, who's on top of the tower, on the ballista, looks ahead of him, and you can see a bit of the sunlight is starting to pour onto the tower. He takes the ballista and fires at you one last time. Does a 12 hit you, Goblin?
Oh, it does not.
Okay.
With mage armor.
Okay, so fuck my boss, I guess, because that hits his AC because he's behind you. So, as you dodge out of the way, you hear, "You fucking idiots!" As I'm going to roll damage here.
Imagine being beat by a person eating cheese curds.
By the way, this is a siege weapon.
Let's go check those stats again.
I'm glad I didn't get hit by it.
Mind you,
Yeah.
it's coated in a magical, what's it called? Magical dust. Meant to negate non-magical resistance. And guess what resistance he has?
Well, let's look at it. Resistance to acid, fire, necrotic, thunder, bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks.
Yeah. Fuck. Alright, so how much damage? 61?
Just stayed away from being perfect.
You fucking piece of shit! And he looks down to the goblin. Nari! Help!
Help me, the goblin's beating my ass!
Imagine a goblin beating a demon. Anyways.
He doesn't have to imagine. It's happening right now.
End of his turn. They reload the thing. At this point, as the initiative gets to 0, the sun is starting to rise. You see the two shadows at the top of the tower. Both get hit by sunlight and dissipate into nothing. You don't get XP for them.
Aw, big sad.
The shade on the ground sees this happen, and he's going to continue to hold on to you because he has advantage. He's going to make another strength drain attack at you. Fucking Bane, man. Does a 4 hit you?
I think currently right now, no.
Okay. As he's trying to hold on to you, you manage to punch it in the fucking face and get out of its grasp as the Shaded Knight goes for a punch at the back of your head. Natural 20.
Holy
second
shit.
One, which would be
Who dares at me?
me.
Yeah, so another update.
Right.
You said that this. Alright.
Well, does
So,
a
the
13
guy's
hit your
trying
AC?
A 13 hits me by 1.
Okay.
No.
It punches you twice, one of them with a crit. With the crit, you do suffer. Let's see.
He might just outright kill me.
He does 8 points of damage as he punches you in the face,
Okay.
breaking your nose, and then he goes and uppercuts you. With
-5.
with 4 points of damage.
4 points. -9. I'm safe.
As you fall to the
Last-
ground after going flying up.
Man, fucking, I can't even favor by the gods on that because there's no roll.
Yeah.
Big sad. Well,
As he punches you, he then turns over towards the shaded demon who's calling him, and he starts to dash forward 40 feet. He does get towards you, Goblin, gets to the other side of the demon and gets ready to go for punches at you. As you see around his... Actually, technically... Hold on, I forgot. He is enraged.
nothing.
Oh, only on his greatsword strikes does he deal more damage. Sorry. Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be taking two more d4. Technically 3 d4 because he crit. But
That's horrifying.
he's not an unarmed fighter, but he can still do damage. Fuck. As he punches...
3.
He gets up to you, Goblin, and opens his mouth as the spittle hits you. I need you to roll... Oh, hold on, let me see. Yeah, I need you to roll me another wisdom save. As he could do this as many times as he wants, man.
Roll me the don't shit your pants save.
Oh, and so does the demon, technically. Natural 20 for the demon, of course.
Alright, so wisdom save on that. Okay. Of course, I got a nat one for free.
I will give you advantage because you've already succeeded against this.
Okay.
Remember, you have DM's inspiration, actually.
I do have that as well, so I'm thinking. I do want to save
Actually-
a couple of those.
Ura,
Yeah?
I do allow DM's inspiration to be used to re-roll an attack or anything that an enemy uses against you.
I'd like to try and stay standing.
Yeah, okay. So I will re-roll that natural 20, but he does have advantage on it. Remember.
Right.
Okay, so the crit missed.
That's better.
So, because he technically would have had a 9, 10. Yeah, 10 to hit. Well, 11 to hit, technically.
That misses. Okay, so
Alright,
that means
so
I'm
As
still
he
at
went to
-1.
As he went to punch you, you managed to just barely dodge his attack, and then the second one uppercutted you and you fell to the ground.
That's better.
And then you ran.
I could expend 2. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's a terrible idea.
Anyways,
Okay.
They're kind of like hero points in my world. But anyways, Goblin.
So I'm gonna see that advantage. Okay, that's a 4. You know.
You can re-roll.
Do you want
couple-
mine?
You can re-roll with advantage with a. I keep almost calling them hero points. DM's inspiration.
I'm just thinking, perhaps this is worth. I'm just wondering what this effect does, since I don't know what it does.
I will mention this. You want to succeed.
Okay, I'm
Or-
guessing it's
or I
really,
will
really
die.
bad. Okay. I guess I'm gonna succeed to make
Because
sure
you
Ura
rolled
doesn't
a
die.
natural 1 and a 4, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 9 below. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I give him my DN's inspiration?
No.
If it flops
not
again?
Yet. Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. I said
That's
21.
so much
21.
better.
You succeed.
Hmm.
As it gets to you and roars, the sun is starting to raise. Still. Zeus,
Yes.
roll me a death save.
Okay. Hiya! Ooh. 9.
That's gonna be a failure unless you want to use DM's inspiration, man, or favored by the gods even.
You know what?
Yeah, if everybody gods would work here pretty well.
Honestly, Fair by the Gods is my best idea. Hold on a minute.
I'm not even
Fucking.
looking at what I'm rolling, by the way. I'm just rolling because I'm zoning out.
That's good enough. +3, that makes it a 12. Thank you, Green Lady.
12, yeah, you succeed once as you manage to fall. You finally completely fall to your ass because, like, you're making your death save as you're falling from being uppercutted into the air. Because technically, on your first death save, you're still standing. And then you fall prone after you make your first death save. But yeah, Shaded Demon's turn. It looks towards you and looks at the sun coming up. Kill him. And it seems to merge into the shaded knight's armor. Ending his turn, he gives his turn to the shaded knight, who cocks his fists and goes for 2 punches against you, Goblin.
Miss!
That was a cocked roll. Fuck. Does a 18 hit you, Goblin?
It would, until I use shield.
Fuck you. He goes to punch, and it hits against your shield and starts to shatter the shield a bit with how fucking strong this motherfucker is. And he goes for a second hit with his other hand. 19.
Also miss.
That just barely misses.
He's cracking the shield even more. He's gonna roar again at you. Go ahead and make another wisdom save.
Alright. Okay, homie, I see how it is. Is it an advantage?
I will say yes.
Okay, I'm not sure
It's
how to
not,
do advantage.
That's not how it's on my stat page, but because you're in a losing battle here, I'm going to give you advantage.
So it's advantage. I'm not how to do advantage on Dice Golem. I guess I'll just copy it and do it again.
Yeah. Like, Dice Golem's weird. We haven't used it in a while, but it's one of my favorite.
Okay, I'll just do that for the sake of.
Roll again.
Oh, there we go. Ah, 21.
Okay. It roars at you, and it keeps roaring at you and spitting up this stuff, but this time it hits the shield. A little windshield wiper.
I actually just have my, I sort of move my Helm of Dread up for a second to just look at him deadpan like, really?
Bro, I was about to play this if your shield shattered when he hit you. But I guess
Dear God.
I guess we won't get that now, huh? Goblin,
No.
your turn. As this guy is bashing against your shield, you're just holding it there. What are you doing?
Seeing as the sun's coming up, I'm starting to realize, we're gonna die unless of that. These guys are way too fucking strong. So I'm actually gonna go do a little thing called disengage. A little funny thing called disengage.
You're gonna use your action to disengage?
Yep.
This guy doesn't have fucking sentinel shit. I know another shade.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Fuck you. Okay.
Yeah, so I do that, and I start heading over to my master, or I just
would be
walked
careful.
over.
There is another individual over there.
Oh yeah. I guess with that, I guess I'm gonna go over to a place. I guess I'm
wonder
wondering where
why
I
I
can
put
walk.
you here at 4. You wonder why I woke you up at 4 in the morning and had you come here over the course of an hour, right? Because I was like, if they don't have sunlight, they're gonna die. I realized I was like, okay, there's a shadow demon, there's 3 shadows, and a shaded knight. Oh fuck, that's a CR2, a CR4, 3 CR1s. Shit.
Okay, so Ura slowing the party down, it worked.
Yeah.
Okay, so while I get away, I'm trying to think of a place I can move. Can't really move anywhere now I think about it. I guess at the very least, I'm gonna, considering we have the guardianship of the Dryad, perhaps I'm gonna go ask him, do you think you can, not to be rude, but could you provide us some assistance now, especially considering Ura isn't up to ask for it?
As soon as you say Ura isn't up to ask for it, one of the trees that's on the edge, the Dryad appears out of it. Ura, what's your Constitution bonus, 2?
Yeah, +2.
Okay. Okay. You gain 33 HP. If any of that goes over your max HP, you gain temporary HP.
Hold on a minute. Okay.
As I'll say, I use my movement to get somewhat close to Ura.
Alright, as you get somewhat close to Ura, and the Dryad steps out and points towards Ura. Ura, you feel the vines and nature around you, just suddenly a breeze hits you, and you feel energized. You do gain a point of exhaustion, mind you, from this.
That's fun.
but you feel this adrenaline rush hit you. It won't hit you until we're done with the combat, just so you're aware.
Gotcha.
As you feel this adrenaline rush hit you, you also feel the wind immediately. The vines underneath you that create your cloak knock you upwards. The cloak, specifically, when you are brought back to consciousness from unconsciousness at 1 HP or above, whatever, from making death saves or just being unconscious, when you are brought back to consciousness, you immediately stand up. You are no longer prone.
That's really fun.
Anyway, so as you stand up, you feel yourself just jutted up. You look backwards and see the shade just staring at you, like, blinking with its skull, like, the fuck?
Die!
Alright, anyways, end of your turn, right, Goblin?
Yeah, I was basically moving over and calling the Dryad's attention.
The tower shades, one of them blinks back into existence as the sunlight is hitting it. You can see the shadow bits are starting to fall off of it into a goop, and it's going to grab onto the ballista that had been loaded, and it's going to take one last shot. I'm going to roll a d6. 1, 2, Ura, 3, 4, 3, 4, Shadowy, 5, 6, the Dryad. Shadowy. Plus 7. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Even if I use shield and I'm out of that, so yeah, that would hit.
Okay. How much is your max HP, buddy?
It's 18.
Ew. Technically, you're quite a bit of distance from the tower at this point.
Yeah, I guess I could use my reaction to use Dissect and Replace.
You can.
Yeah. So that's not gonna be much, but hey, it helps a little.
Yeah.
What does that do?
Yeah, read it to me again, because I forget what it does.
Basically, if someone's making an attack roll against you, you can get rid of one of your limbs, basically sacrificing that to take the blow.
Okay, which limb?
I'll go with my left arm for now.
Okay. So, you sacrifice that one to take the blow, so I will have damage there.
I think it was you roll a d6.
Okay, roll a d6.
Yeah.
And I will say, because you are far away from the tower and he's having problems even aiming or staying alive, I will double it whatever you roll. So 4.
That's a 2.
So 4 in total. Okay.
Alright.
Minus 4 to this. Hold on, let me make sure I'm doing it correctly here. Technically, you are a bit further away. So it would be plus this instead. You take 20 points of piercing damage. As your arm is pulled off from you and a lot of blood pours out to the ground. How much HP are you at right now, Shadowy?
-2.
Your body hits the ground, but you are not immediately... I want to see how much damage it would have dealt. So let me just roll 3 more d10 plus 15. I want to see how much damage it would have dealt in total. Yeah, you would have been dead. Yeah. So, because you were so close to the tower and the ballista barely had to aim down to try and shoot you, you had to move backwards and a little bit away from the tower to an extent, and there was a lot of people in the way when you got over there. So, also he was just barely aiming, so it wasn't really hitting you directly on. It was more just skimming you, basically, at that point.
Yeah, it was basically ripped my whole arm off.
Yeah.
And I went down to the ground.
He didn't have enough time to aim before he disappeared completely. Anyways, as you get hit and fall to the ground, let me see, whose turn is it now? At this point, the Dryad looks over towards you, Shadowy, and just snaps her finger, and a single berry pops into your mouth. You regain 1 HP. It's good berry. What do you expect?
Imagine not being loved by the Dryad enough to be healed.
Hey, she healed.
That's all I need.
The shade on the ground looks at this, looks at the situation, and looks over towards the goblin who just got brought back to consciousness. A devilish smile appears on his skull-like face as he rushes over to try and use Strength Train on you, goblin.
Can I try to grab him?
Actually, yeah, make me an athletics check.
Okay, I'm not good at those, but I want to try to like grab him, get him.
I'm gonna use
like...
my dragon die here. Oh god, he's gonna get out of your grab.
Aww. Yeah, 13.
Okay, Actually, no, because he sees the Shade of Night is still alive. He's not going to move out of the way. He's going to
Oh.
continue to attack you. He sees you as the biggest threat right now. Actually, he's going for the Dryad. He starts to move towards the Dryad. As he gets to the edge, he goes to reach for her. As he reaches for her, she just looks at him, snaps her fingers as these vines tie him up immediately. The Dryad is not fighting, she's protecting herself and healing you guys so you don't die. As she said she would not fight.
Yeah.
Anyways, at this point, that guy's done. The Tower Shade looks at the situation. And he's going to dash towards the tower. He gets 80 feet towards the tower. Where he was at before, he was about 70-ish feet. He gets into the tower and closes the fortified door behind him.
Also the knight.
Yeah, that's the knight. At this point, is there anything you two want to do during initiative? Or are we going to skip a little bit before the knight does anything?
Hey, you know that ballista?
Yeah.
We still need to fuck it up.
Alright, go ahead and make 3 attack rolls, I'll say, against the ballista. And I'll give you a plus
Yo,
5
Zeus,
because
you
you're
wanna
not in
help?
combat. Yeah. I'll give you a plus 5 because you're not in combat, by the way.
Okay, so that's a plus 11.
Mm-hmm.
It's 29.
29, okay. Yeah, that's a hit. Actually, technically, that's a critical hit.
28.
That's a critical hit. Zeus, are you attacking the ballista as well?
Oh, crap. Alright.
None of the shades are here anymore, other than...
Nope. At this point, the clearing is now completely lit with the morning sky, and the shade that was caught by the tangled webs is starting to take heavy damage.
Right.
Or
So that's
sorry,
2 crits and a nat 1.
Okay. So, as you send them flying, the last one putters down into the grass beneath you, and you're like, oh shit! It didn't catch fire. A huge pyre of fire hits you, you take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, then I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also... I'm gonna do some firebolts here, too.
At who?
Like, so I just roll damage?
Yeah, roll damage, and then we'll double all of it. At the ballista or at the tangled vines of around the shade.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna Sacred Flame 3 times on
What?
the shade. Go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so roll it all at once, and then...
Oh, he's restrained. He takes immediate damage fully.
Oh, I roll that damage then.
Yeah. He has 1 health, by the way, at the moment, so you're fine.
I'm still rolling it.
Yeah, and double.
So I'm rolling the... so Goblin, since didn't the ballista already take double damage from the fire bolts?
Yes, so you're gonna roll damage. We'll quadruple both of them.
Alright. Alright, so to roll it separately.
Mhm.
Alright. Actually, I think I have an idea what I'll do for that. Okay.
He takes 36 points of radiant damage.
Yeah. There's this sudden the vine suddenly coast inwards, like he turned to a goop, and then burst outwards the radiant energy.
Okay, so that's a 30... yeah, it's a 36 and a 32.
36
Fire
and
damage.
32.
Yep.
You bring both of your firebolts into your hands, and as you clasp your hands together, they both become this one beam that just hits the tower's top and leaves it scorched as bricks go flying everywhere, as the ballista is completely shattered and grown. You see ballista bolts that hadn't been loaded go flying off into the forest at a distance. This wall of the tower, at the very top bit of it, is just gone.
I want to, after I'm done exploding the guy,
I will
I'm
say
going to look...
this, with that natural one, after you sent all that out, you didn't have enough power to blow yourself up shadowy, so you only started a small fire and smothered it immediately.
Alright.
So
Okay. Alright.
I would like to, after I'm done blowing that guy up, look at the Dryad and like put a thumbs up and go, teamwork!
She looks at you and goes, "That's a handsome-looking flower."
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, collection.
Well, you seem to have gotten quite far in your endeavors. still need to kill that knight, however.
I turn.
You turn towards the tower, and you see just at where the wall would meet the floor of the top floor. You see in the very cracks of where that wall is barely below the ceiling of this floor underneath it. You see this bright flash of light, and you feel this heavy arcane energy. You, Shadowy, immediately recognize it as a teleportation magic.
I think he lost him.
Ran. Yeah, he seems he's ran.
He's still here.
Oh. I'm blind.
He's in that tower, for sure.
Oh, well then I'll just knock it
I
down.
also sense heavy undeath around you right now.
Then perhaps he's brought something in.
I'm gonna cast a fireball at the walls of the
Fireball?
tower. Not fire. No, hold on a minute. Firebolt.
Okay, so as you start
My-
to pass the walls of the tower,
Yes.
as a DM, I'm gonna say this. This is an
Yeah.
optional player base.
Okay.
This is an optional player base. Do you want to destroy it?
Optional player. Okay. Every time I try to take a player base from somewhere evil, it's gone very wrong. Also, wait, no, we had the Dryad. We had the Dryad house. I like Dryad house.
In the town that the people hate you at.
The Dryad will protect us. There's a treaty.
Let's actually I'll point out, Master, this actually does seem like a place we could.
I will say,
Possibly
Shadowy, there is, as you're feeling the air around here, there is a heavy mana kind of coagulation here. You figure this is probably built upon a ley line.
Master, I do believe this place is built on a ley line.
I
Quite a valuable base.
hold the firebolt like in midair as it tries to fly away. What?
This place is on a ley line. If we were to, let's say, kill these undead and take it for ourselves, it could be quite a valuable base of operations.
Ley lines are like the veins of magic in any world or area. It seems to also have connections to how the world interacts with itself, like physics, certain things like life and death, the cycles of life and death, and stuff like that.
Ugh. Fine. And I guide the bolt to the ground.
Fire starts to spread.
Oh.
Fire frost.
Okay. There's now a morning frost on that burnt part of the grass.
Alright. Can I wait? Do I have to see where I cast?
I will say this. Now that you are looking at this small tower area, you can place out where you can pick out at this point where at the edge of the area of the walls that you can see small houses that once existed outside of the walls of this tower area. You get the feeling this was a fortified village of sorts at one point, though it's overrun by trees and forest now.
Alright, well. Let's go check that out. What's ever inside the tower currently. It should be the knight, right?
So,
You want to go into close quarters with that thing?
Oh, we can.
why do you think he ran in there?
Are you good at climbing?
No, not particularly.
Me either.
Alright. Well, the thing is, while I do wish to take this tower, we will have to try another method of infiltration. Or we'll have to, another method of defeating that knight and that shadow demon.
From one of the arrow slits. Natural 20.
Alright.
Okay, it's going to target the one who he couldn't fucking kill. Ura.
Yeah?
A heavy crossbow bolt comes from one of the arrow slits and hits you directly in the collarbone. You suffer 18 points of piercing damage.
I'm down to 15.
You get the feeling the longer you stand here, the more pot shots he's gonna make at you. He has a heavy crossbow.
Okay.
So,
We can keep the ley line and just collapse the tower.
so looking at the back at the tower, I assume he's moved away from the arrow slit.
Yes. I will say.
I believe we should discuss
I'll say
this elsewhere,
Shadowy,
Master.
You immediately recognize, though he does enter a rage state, and he does seem to have, in combat, from when you fought him, he didn't seem to originally, to your knowledge, have a hint of intelligence. From when you heard him talking, and how he moved in battle, and what he's doing now using tactics, you get the feeling he does have intelligence. And you get the feeling, looking at his armor, he was once a knight.
Mm-hmm.
Which means he is a powerful adversary.
Well, or we should at least talk about this in another place. At least a place
Alright.
where our adversary isn't going to have such a easy time shooting at us.
Maybe throw an insult as we leave?
If you wish.
Thank
I will
you.
also say this. Shadowy. The tower seems to have been constructed upon the ley line, and looking at it, it's in the center of this clearing, and you get the feeling the tower might have been built and used to kind of utilize that ley line. To what extent, you don't know. But it does look like a collapsed fortified tower, or a tower that was turned into a fortified tower. You're not sure.
Alright. Alright, so going to behind a wall,
Yes.
I just continue discussion with Ura. So, Master, while there are a couple of ways we could approach this.
Crossbow bolts
Well,
just
we
hitting
could.
the wall, peppering it as you guys are talking.
We could obviously head in the front door, though I believe our enemy is quite
The
keen
wall
on
in
that
between
occurring.
you guys just collapses. You guys still have walls behind to your sides though, so you're covered.
We should probably move a bit further away soon.
You get the feeling these walls aren't heavily protected.
You know, we could just roast them out. It's a mostly stone tower, so if we put a fire in there.
How
probably won't
would
taste
you
good, but-
suggest- How would you suggest we, quote unquote, roast him out? We put a fire in there, and what's to stop him from putting it out?
More fire? Also,
So we burn the tower down.
it's mostly stone. I think it'd be fine.
I guess the way I see it, there isn't, well, any method we would have of drawing him out. I have a sick feeling he might be able to get reinforcements by the time night falls. He's just trying to wait us out until then.
Alright.
So I guess perhaps there's an idea. Though
Damn,
I'm
you
curi-
read this night properly. I gotta
Yeah,
say.
so- Alright. So, Master, how much do you anticipate, how difficult do you think it would be to get a carpenter out here to replace all the damage that would be done to the tower?
I have...
Dryad looks at you. Most of the people that I've talked to in Stoneward, they're not experienced carpenters. They know a little bit of it. You would have to pay them heavily. You would need to find a carpenter. I'm not a good carpenter, mind you, but there are other towns that exist around this place.
Do you think they'll accept mithril?
I think they would accept mithril, yes.
I got a pound of stuff. That'd probably work, right?
Maybe it could do good to have favor. But mithril is also a rare ore that can be used to make wonderful weapons and armor. I've been told, anyways. I don't really use it. I only have had it given to me as a gift from the oligarchy. As a kind of, should I say, pact form. And she pulls out her arm and her hand, and you see on her right pointer finger is a mithril ring. A band of it. A band ring.
Oh, that's cool.
Now, I don't know where you could find a carpenter. I could look through the forest if you wish, to see if anybody has survived here and has carpentry skills, but if you're looking for a carpenter, I would recommend one of the other towns.
So
That's good to know.
And if you wish for a stonemason, I believe Stoneward uses stone quite a bit. There should be a stonemason, though I believe he mainly works in the mines, east of town.
So, we crumbled the tower, killing the man inside, and we come back later and rebuild.
It seems that that's our only real
You
option.
see, as a DM, I'm like, that sounds strategically sound, but as a DM, I'm like, I have a lot of lore set up in that tower, and I don't want them to crumble.
Then make him come out. Do it.
He even crumbles the wall by you guys. The wall that you guys are hiding behind fully crumbles.
I'm gonna turn. Can you stop that?
Does a 17 hit you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You suffer 4 points of piercing damage. You say this, and you're screaming this. The bolt hits your tongue.
Second time this week.
What?
When I rolled in the random magic chart for the sandwich.
Oh yeah. At this point, another shot is shot at the goblin. Goblin, does an 11 hit you?
No, it misses.
It bounces off your armor.
Okay, that's it. I'm gonna. I'm casting firebolt at the walls.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you sure?
Would you be mad at me?
There may be repercussions.
We can search the rubble for all the lore you're hiding there.
Do you want to cast it?
I very much so. I'm tired of this man taking pot shots.
Okay. Go ahead. Make your attack roll.
Hiya!
We can search the tower's remains.
19?
I mean, heck, if he gets
Yeah.
out of
Wait,
there,
no,
we
not
can
19.
destroy it.
Oh, go ahead.
21.
You deal damage to the wall. Go ahead and deal damage.
Okay. So, it's a firebolt. So I take a 1d10. Oh, where's my 1d10? There's
Wait,
my
we just
1d10.
have to bust the tower open. We just have to bust it open so we can see him.
Wait, and then this. And then I need...
And you need your D4
This.
for your fire damage.
Yeah, but then my d4 for my holy damage. That is 9 points of fire damage.
Reduced to 4 because it's a stone tower.
Go. Wait, is it resistant? Because I go past resistance.
True. A few bricks in the wall break, and you see at the arrow hole, the knight is looking through and just hides behind the wall. Actually, no. As he looks through, you see him loading, and he takes a shot immediately.
You little shit.
That hits you, Zeus. Because it's a 19
God.
on the dice plus 2, 21.
Should I reply with a firebolt directly at him?
Make an attack roll, yeah. He hasn't increased AC because he's behind a wall. You're not. Zeus, you take 7 points of piercing damage to shoot you in the gut.
Motherfucker.
It's a 24 to hit.
20. Fuck you. You hit.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm getting directly on this man.
24, you said?
Yep.
Okay, good to know.
Give him the green fire blessing. Make him do a bunch of radiant damage.
He is
Oh,
resistant
and that's
to fire
10.
damage, by the
That's
way.
10.
So 10 reduced to 5.
Dang it.
Fuck. You should have taken elemental adept like me.
You see him start to... I will say this, a bit of the wall, as the firebolt hits him, actually does get jostled out, and you see him look and see that this place isn't going to work for him. So he starts heading down some stairs.
Just wait, heading downstairs.
Gribbly's
Wait.
gonna find some cover before he starts blasting anything else.
I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna follow his cover lead.
Okay.
Okay. So he's gone down further, meaning that crumbling the tower will just trap him.
Well, perhaps we can just... I think I have an idea. Perhaps we can just open up the tower so we don't have to destroy everything.
Show me what you
The
mean.
Dryad looks at you and goes... Alright, It's going to take a long time to rebuild that tower and fix it, just so you are aware.
Oh, we're aware. Actually, in that case, ma'am, do you have any other ideas for how to flush him out? Personally, I think we're a bit out of those.
I might. Give me a second to look at my spells. I could make you more stealthy if you wished to enter the tower.
That could work. If I get behind him, I could bring down the wrath of the Green Lady.
I was thinking we find a way of getting him to fall out as well, but whatever power you have, Master Ura, I believe that would be sufficient.
I would not recommend casting. I'm gonna see if she recognizes it actually. Natural 20,
Okay.
fuck! Let me see. If you
Green Lady.
have any, should I say... Let's see, this area. If you have any abjuration-based spells, I would recommend casting them, as the ley line that exists here seems to boost abjuration.
I'm
Not
a fortune.
abjuration spells that have already been cast, mind you. And I forgot about that fact when you guys are using shield, just so you're aware, so that's my bad.
Is that abjuration?
Abjuration.
Yeah.
Huh.
Gribbly was thinking, dang, I've already used up all my magic.
Yeah, basically all of my shit is evocation because fire.
Actually, no, hold on. This place specifically is... Yeah, no, I'm sorry. This place is divination. I'm retarded.
Divination.
No, wait. No. He actually, the person who created this tower would have put it here because of... No, sorry. It is not necromancy based. It is... What would that be, actually, now that I'm thinking about it? No, I would say it would be abjuration, yeah. Abjuration, yeah. I'm trying to think what would it be based on. Let me think about this. She'll tell you. She will inform you. But let me just think really quick. If you guys want to keep role playing.
Sure.
So, if we sneak in,
Conjuration
use
based. There it is.
Alright.
And as she says this, she goes, "Oh, conjuration. 1 second." And she pulls her hand up, and as she does, you see this large wolf's skull appear out of the ground, and she hands it to you, Ura.
Oh, thank you. I like these.
This seems like it'll be quite useful
This
against
is
the knight.
yours, after all, Ura. I mean,
Oh,
yes.
oh, it's this one.
Yeah, it's your skull.
How did you? This is a really heavy skull. You must be very strong.
It's not that heavy. And she
Well,
looks at
considering
you,
her height,
How fucking weak are you, Ura? Oh, I apologize. How daintily are you? Anyways, back to the topic at hand.
I cry a little bit, like, oh, my skin burns, made it really hard to exercise as a child, so now, shut up.
Man, it's good. Anyways, I can keep going as long as you guys want to, by the way.
alright.
I would definitely like to kill this guy, and then we can.
Yes.
Alright, so Master, I don't know what that wolf skull does, but I presume it summons a large dog.
It summons a loud voice. So far, is what I've noticed.
Loud
Let's-
voice.
Votes for doing it out here or in the tower.
I think I created it in D&D Beyond already, right?
I think so. I never looked at it on
I
D&D
think
Beyond.
I haven't-
I think I forgot. I don't know. Let me check.
Master,
I was waiting for you to send me the stats through DMs. All I know is it does something and causes psychic damage if I don't do the thing it asked me to.
What did I call it, by the way?
It was Skull Wolf. I don't think did you give it a name? You definitely did. It was just, it's on like, on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, I wrote it down.
I'm gonna look through our DMs really quickly here.
Oh, that's great. Magic item, wolf skull attuned. That's thanks, past me.
And I told you what it did in our DMs because I don't think I made it. That's not it. Let's see here. Oh, it allows you to summon, I believe it is, once a day, a Celian wolf companion spirit. Let me see. Nope, I didn't say it in here, so, what I'm going to say it does, it allows you to summon the creature, for, we'll just say for an hour at this point, because I don't remember it, and I'll have to look back through our fucking videos to find it.
Alright, that works. Well, I'm gonna use it in the tower to get as much time as possible.
Well, so we should probably start our infiltration.
Alright.
Would you like me to make you more stealthy?
Yes.
Sneakify us.
She touches
That
you
would be
both,
quite
and you
appreciated.
see the trees and the canopy starts to grow a bit above the clearing, and you see the shadows start to encompass you as she casts Pass Without a Trace.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I will have to stay pretty close to you, so please don't go too fast.
Okay.
Do you guys begin to head towards the tower?
Yes. Enter inside. Big wolf skull in hand.
As
Very
you get
heavy.
to the main door, you attempt to open it. Let's see. It opens. It's like a 10-foot door. It has many... You look at it and you're like, this is definitely a siege door, meant to be closed from the inside to prevent siege, and entry not wanted. When it opens, this is a siege door. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what? Wait, sorry. What type of ballista is it?
You know how I was saying this is a siege weapon? This is a siege
Yeah,
weapon.
no, I was about to say, like, wait, what was the weapon on the roof?
Anyways, so as you enter, I would like stealth checks, please. And you have plus 10
Oh, yeah.
to your rolls.
Wash this mastery. Bam. Uh-oh. 25.
Shadow, why did you roll a D10? Oh wait, because damage. So, Shadow, you roll a stealth with a plus 10 extra.
That's a nat 20 for 32.
The Dryad rolled the lowest. She rolled 19, and she's the lowest. So, as you guys begin to walk in, you open to this small hallway with these beautifully made arches of metal and wood, and she just looks up. Metal. As you guys step in, you see the floors are made of this beautiful mahogany wood and stone in some parts. There's about an inch, like, line of stone on either side of the wood as you walk in. As you enter in, you see a coat rack that's broken, a few lanterns that seem to be hanging for a second in this hallway, and you see what seems to be multiple dead guards, and they seem to be long rotting. You see about 2 of them here. As you continue to step in, unless you would like to investigate the scene, but this is all you see here. As you continue to step forward in, you get to the main circular part of this tower, where you see this main chamber is just a table with a few not weapon stuff. You see a table with a lantern and a lantern hanging. You see a cup, a few bowls. You see a few chairs that have been pushed over, and you see this room has carpets and many decorations that have been broken, statues, a small basin of water that's broken as well. And you see 3 dead cloaked figures in this room, as well as 2 more dead guards. All long dead and rotting, by the way. Ura, as you look over towards one of these cloaked figures, you ping it immediately. That same noble's face in the shape of a mask on each of these cloaked figures.
Be careful. The serial killer was here at some point.
Yes.
You see a staircase that leads upwards and a staircase that leads downwards.
Well, down we go.
You go down.
Gribbly is following along.
All right. As you head downwards, the stairs echoing a small bit of creaks. You eventually get down about 100 feet before you see it opens up into a small, larger, about 100-foot diameter cubed room. As you look around, what you see is this large sand pit in the middle, with many weapons lining the walls. You see the room, which is cubed, seems to arch at the edges of it, and you see hanging this massive chandelier this massive chain with a large glass ball that seems to have a light that just shines in it as you enter. It turns on. It has this greenish yellow color. In the middle of the sand pit, you see growing this beautiful tree, this twisting and turning gray bark, almost like an olive tree. However, its leaves are of a rainbow kind of color. Its trunk is no wider than about 3 feet. And you see, swinging a fresh, non-tarnished looking claymore, practicing their swings in the middle of this gigantic sand pit is your quarry. On the edges of this sand pit, you can see small iron gates and small chairs and seats of stone. You can see small banners that are torn and ripped and broken. You can see points of this room that have bolts of fire, scorch marks on them. You can see dead bodies lining different parts of this room, blood stained everywhere. You can see in the middle of the sand pits is the rotting corpse of an ogre, wearing a similar cloak to the individuals upstairs and a large mask that seems to be a twisted, malformed version of the ones they wore. And you can see this individual is swinging, Jukori is swinging a weapon as you enter, unknowing of your arrival. The injuries you've placed upon them, their armor is a bit more shined, and you can tell they've healed a little bit since your encounter. And roll one of these. Out of character, 7 HP.
Right.
As they swing their weapon, you can see their the dark parts of their body don't seem to have those moving eyes in them, or the moving mouths that you've seen before. They seem to just be swinging their weapon.
I'm gonna
Training.
look at Goblin and go, Firebolt 3. 1. Oh, sorry. Firebolt on 1.
I'd like you both to roll initiative for me really quick.
Alright.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
Okay, so what is your initiative bonus? Like your dexterity bonus?
Plus 2.
2? Okay. So, as you guys are getting ready to fire, you hear the druid creak the stair, and as soon as that happens, as you get ready to start to fire your bolts, the knight sends a dagger directly at the dryad. Go ahead and roll your attacks on. Go ahead and take your turns. I assume you're using firebolt, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Assume we're not hidden at this point.
You are at the moment, but you're about to break your stealth.
Okay, so advantage for being
the
unseen.
dryad is hit for. This is a heavy dagger. Oh god. Dryad takes 9 points of damage, and you see her turn into leaves.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
I got a
No,
25.
she doesn't turn into leaves. She gets a dagger in the chest and just seems to almost disappear into the wood of the stairs. Anyways, 25, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So, 25 and what?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You both hit. None of you critical.
That's fine.
So, as you both hit, it hits the back of his armor. His plates get hits. However, his armor, which shines, does not protect him as much from your magical energies in his enraged state. So, go ahead and roll damage, please.
Oh, fuck.
Let me roll a con save to see if the druid... No, the druid remains, actually, after taking damage, technically.
Right.
Sorry, the dryad. I keep saying druid, but...
I do 14 points of damage. 8 of that being the radiant. I already doubled it.
I got 8.
14... So... Okay, so how much of it is fire damage?
6.
So 6,
Yeah.
reduced to 3, because it's
But,
resistant to fire. Oh, you go against resistances, sorry. And then the radiant has
full
already
depth.
been doubled, correct?
Yes.
So, was that doubled because of the critic...
Of-
you didn't
of
crit-
him.
Yeah, so, how much damage in total?
14.
Okay. Actually, funny enough, because you're not within that gate, you cast it, and you see the firebolt hit this ward-like wall as it tries to push through, and it only does half damage as it hits him.
7.
Mhm.
That's sad.
And then how much damage did you do with your firebolt?
Well, that would be 8, reduced to 4, but apparently it's going to be reduced to 2.
Okay. They both hit him in the back, and he turns towards you. Places his claymore on the ground as you see the wards flash up of where the iron gate should be around. And you see a single gate. Like, I say iron gate, but an iron fence, I should say. And then you see a single gate next to where the stairs enter. And you see it opens up. And there's still that shimmering in the air as well where the gate is. You get the feeling he's waiting for you to enter. The sand pit is a good, like, 50 by 50 feet, by the way. At least. I don't remember what I said. I think it's 50 by 50, or did I say 80 by 80?
50 by 50 sounds more reasonable.
Yeah. I'll say 80 by 80. Fuck it.
Make it
Anyways,
insane down here.
yeah, it's a huge room.
Whose turn is it?
At this point, you guys get to the bottom of the stairs, I'll say, because you can't fucking really hit him from here without doing less damage. Unless you want
Yeah.
to, but he just threw a dagger and nearly killed your fucking dryad in one turn.
Seeing that, we're thinking, okay, we're probably going to need the bee in there to actually deal enough damage.
Yeah.
Considering he can
I
hit
have a
us
feeling
from
he's
there.
just waiting there, waiting for you to enter the arena.
I'm just like put my hands through the seal to cast my magic.
As you go and touch through the weird wall of force or whatever around the arena, it strikes you and you take 2 points of force damage.
Oh, so I have to go through, or I'm just okay.
Magic can go through because it pushes through the magic arcane force, but it gets hit.
Yeah.
And you get the feeling because he threw a dagger through it. Something strange.
That's only affecting us.
Yes. It only affects the outside of the arena to an extent. Well, actually, no. I'm stupid. Because... See, because he would have disadvantage then. No, he does hit the dryad still.
Okay.
So yeah, it seemed like the wall did affect the dagger coming outside, but not as much as your magic.
I'm gonna
Alright.
honestly. Us going through is more of a liability. Kind of. Wait, hold on a second.
Well,
Yeah,
the problem
no.
is,
Let me
Yeah?
look at my notes on how this shit works. Give me a second. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I might have fucked up.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about it. If
Let me look up wall of force.
half damage on our end, disadvantage on his end, I definitely believe
Yeah,
we could.
let me look up wall of force here, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it's technically a wall of force.
Oh man, if it's the wall of force, can we even go through that?
You can through the gate.
Ah, he's letting us through. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you dealt no damage to him, sorry. Yeah, your spells...
Because the wall of force just...
Yeah. Nothing can physically go through, which your effects will have to physically go through. So, as he threw the knife, it also bounced off from the inside, I believe. Let me just make sure. Yeah, nothing can pass through the wall, sorry. So, as he threw it, it bounced off, and he just looked back to you.
Basically, so we both went like, ah, I was like, oh, wait.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh,
fuck,
alright.
I forgot about that. So he just stands in the middle of this wall of force and just stares at you both.
Okay, at this point, the standing's more like, I guess we're just sort of looking at each other like, oh, I guess we have to go in there. Alright.
You see his, whatever muscles exist on his body still pulse up as he enters his enraged state. Actually, he's not going to enter it.
I still have just have one arm. Just one arm at this point.
Mm-hmm. He looks at you. The Dryad looks towards you two and goes, "If I can find a tree, I wonder if I can get through to it. Buy me some time." And she starts to run up the stairs again.
Ah, well, buying her time. You suck!
He flips you off.
I flip him back off!
Roll me a d20.
13.
Okay, good enough.
My middle finger's longer.
Yeah. As you both seem to be unwilling to enter the arena with him.
Well, let's say we were going into the arena.
You're going in?
Yeah, we were going in because it's like, oh, there's basically nothing we can do aside from that.
You both push into the arena. As you do, the gate behind you closes. And the wall of force completes. At this point you hear "Woo!" from the stands as cheers start to go, and he seems to hold onto the blade, and he just puts his arms out as a gladiator would, as he then grabs his blade out of the sand and points it forward. I'd like you both to roll initiative again.
We're up.
Fucking piece of shit.
15.
That's 11.
He rolled a natural 1.
Alright, hey, do you want to do our first turn again?
It's your turn. What are you doing, friend?
Oh, well, you know what I'm doing? I'm hitting with a firebolt.
Go ahead.
Hiya! 19.
19. You hit.
You sound peeved again.
I am. It's a natural. I gave this grand entrance, this grand battle for him, and he fucking.
He's too busy trying to please the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All together, 3x that, plus 9, plus 2, 17 points of damage.
Okay. It hits him, and he seems to take a step back, holding his sword out still.
I use my bonus action to flip him off again.
Alright. Do you want to get closer?
No. Oh, dear God, no.
Shadowy, your turn.
Okay, so seeing as my master is the only one that seems to have an actually effective spell, because from what I know, I don't think my Ray of Frost will be all that effective. I decide I'm going to go around the edge of the arena, then I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
That's an 8, that misses.
As you send a firebolt towards him, he just cuts it out of midair and stares at Ura once again. Does that end your turn?
Yeah. Okay, so I just basically that.
80
Just
by
moved a
80.
bit and now I'm good at.
All right. Good to know. So he's going to move 30 feet forward. As he starts to run forward, he's going to grab from his waistband one of those heavy knives that he has. He's going to chuck it at you, Ura, as he's running towards you.
He misses.
That's a natural 20.
Oh,
I'm
that
gonna
hits,
use
yeah.
Chronal Shift.
Come on, man.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
it's not bad. 19.
Okay, that hits, but it's no longer critical.
It hits you directly in the shoulder this time. You do suffer. Let's see, that's.
You're killing me, Earl.
You suffer 8 points of damage.
And now I'm unconscious.
As it hits you in the shoulder, you get pushed back into the wall and just bounce off of it, and he just lacrosses you as you just hit the dirt. And he just stares down at you, and as you're starting to go unconscious, you swear you hear, and you swear if he was still able to talk, you would hear, "Look at you eating dirt now, boy." Anyways, he then turns around towards the zombie, takes another knife out and throws it. Actually, no, you can only make that with melee attacks, so no. He goes to grab another knife, ends his turn. Your turn, Ura.
Oh. 12.
Okay. Your turn. Fucking Chronal Shift.
At this point, Gribbly thinks I really need to know a couple more spells.
Yeah.
And get more spell slots. But aside from that, I decide to go, since he's making his way towards, or I'm gonna try positioning myself so I'm getting more near the back of this, knight. So I'm more
Well, here's the
around.
thing. Ura was 10 feet away from him, and that was the end of his movement, but he threw the dagger, it hit, knocked Ura back into the wall, and Ura went flying 10 feet forward, and he lacrossed him into the ground. So he's now where Ura stands, he's 30 feet from you.
Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm gonna move so I'm about 60 feet away from him, then I'm gonna cast another firebolt.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Alright. $17 to hit.
As you send it flying, you see him pull his shoulder pauldron down, and it just deflects it towards the wall of force as it dissipates. And he just stares at you and points.
1 HP in a dream, bro.
As he pulls his claymore out, points it towards you, and he's going to dash up to you. Does he want to dash? Let me roll an intelligence check. He knows better. Someone roll me a D100.
Oh, okay. I'll just. Last roll.
He wants to do this personally, but he also wants to be smart about it because he's low health.
54.
Okay, he's gonna dash with his greatsword, not being smart.
Yay!
So he uses his action as he drops the dagger back into its sheath and gets directly up to you, getting ready to make swings against you. You see the as he tightens his grip, the claymore seems to shine. It's a magical claymore. Your turn, Gribbly. He's directly by you.
Alright, so I can do a couple things.
I could do
For one, I could try to
Remember,
disengage,
you were
but he's
asked
gonna be able to
to
get up to
make
me.
sure to distract him.
Okay, in that case I realize
He
I can't really
make
do
an
much else
attack
but
if
dodge.
he gets to you. But he can make an attack with his daggers. Remember that.
Yeah. So thinking about it this way, yeah, he can't make an attack yet,
I'll
but
say-
if I were to move away,
Yeah.
he would be able to attack me with opportunity attacks. But if I disengage, he could still pretty easily get to me
Yeah.
and make an attack. So it wouldn't matter if I were to move away. The only thing moving away does for me is give me an opportunity to attack, but that would take my action. This is why I like being a goblin. But with that in mind, I'm gonna dodge.
You're gonna take the dodge action. Smart move.
Yes.
Are you gonna move away?
Nothing
though?
else I can really do. I can't move away because it provoke more attacks. So right now I'm just dodging.
Okay. So as you take the dodge action, he raises his claymore up. Ura, your turn.
Alright. 11.
Okay, that's success. At this point, Gribbly, you feel the tree starting to move, and you realize the Dryad might be here next turn. She was dashing as well, and you guys took about 3 turns to get into the actual thing. He takes his sword and goes for a single swing downwards. Okay, and he has disadvantage. Okay, Gribbly, what is your AC right now?
15.
He hits you with a 19.
Dang.
He strikes you, well, technically 20 because he has a +1 sword. As he strikes you, tears into your body. If you would like to use, you know.
Yeah, well, the thing is that's the thing. Question.
Mhm.
If I were to use that, would that be able to reduce the damage completely because I have 1 HP?
If he rolls low enough, yes.
Okay. In that case, I think I have an idea. It's a bit stupid, but I have an idea. I'm going to use the dissect and replace on my head,
Okay.
as I can roll around.
Oh my god, he needs to roll a 1. Well, hold up, you need to roll first, actually.
Yeah. 1d6. That's free.
Okay. I need to change that to, like, plus your con bonus or something, don't I? Because it's kind of useless otherwise.
Yeah, a little bit.
possibly.
Yeah, I'll think about either con bonus or dex bonus, probably.
Alright.
So he deals 8 damage to you, so you take 5. As he cuts your head off, your head goes flying. You're not unconscious, but your body can't move, I'll say, at this point, because you dissected your head. Your body crumbles to the ground, but your head's on the ground, spinning. He takes his weapon, stabs it into your body, which he has advantage on. Natural 20. We'll see if he gets another one. Nope. 16 points of slashing damage. Does that? How much is your max HP?
18.
All right, you successfully take 1 death saving throw. I'll say. I will say you are at 1 HP with your head because you dissected it.
All right.
Your head cannot really move too much.
Eyes in the sand.
You have 5 feet of movement with your head.
Ah.
Anyway, so as he cuts off your head and stabs into your body, you realize if your body dies, you probably die. You might want to make sure that doesn't happen.
Not sure what I'm supposed to do about that.
Actually, no,
but
your body dying won't kill you, to be precise.
Yeah, it's just I need to repair it to be useful.
And,
I just need my body
if your
to be.
head dies, you die, though.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to get my body back to normal.
So, as he stabs it, he then takes out the weapon and stares around, hoists his weapon up in victory. As he's gonna make a dex save now. Fails. As you see a hand reach out of the tree and these vines grow out of sand and entangle him as he falls to the ground, incapacitated. Looks like I made it. Oh. You two are pretty weak, aren't you?
I hold a finger up. I am strong.
Gribbly's playing dead.
Minty.
Zeus, roll me a death save.
14.
You come back up at 1 HP as you push off the sand back onto your feet.
I'm not weak. I'm a professional.
It's now your turn because it's at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, right. Die. And I cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay, yeah, he's restrained, so he immediately fails.
That's not great. 4 damage.
Doubled to 8.
No, 2 doubled to 4. He's working it.
Okay. Go! As he takes the damage, he seems to really hate this situation. Mr. Zombie, what are you doing on your turn?
Aside from regretting my lack of goblin dexterity, I guess seeing as my master is attacking this restrained man, part of me is thinking I should assist him before he breaks out. So I'm gonna see if I could actually cast Firebolt in this unfortunate state.
Roll me a spellcasting check. So it's proficiency plus your intelligence.
Yeah. At 17.
17. So, that does succeed. 16 was the DC, technically. As you say, firebolt. Suddenly, this magic circle appears in your mouth, and you open it, and it shoots out of your mouth.
Alright, so I rolled a hit.
Yeah. Rose about, it's gonna be a disadvantage, because technically, no, it's disadvantage with an advantage, so it's a normal hit, because he's restrained but prone. So, you could use, if you
Nat
figure
20.
out the light spell, you could use you as a hooded lantern. So what'd you roll to hit?
Let's see. Yeah, it's a nat 20.
Nat 20? Yeah, roll damage.
Times 2 divided by 2.
Because of the...
Just
Alright,
roll
so it's
normal damage.
5.
5, which
Yes,
would
that's-
then double to 10, back down to 5. Man, you guys roll such little fucking damage.
Because I'm a wizard. I'm a level 2 wizard. I'm not a god yet.
Oh! Hold on a minute! I did fire damage there. No, I did holy. Never mind.
Flame is holy,
Yeah, never mind. Big sad.
Well, holy damage is doubled against him, by the way, so...
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, so... As you hit him, the knight is going to attempt to break free from his binds. Fails, as he's trying to... the Dryad is just gonna walk over and just... She doesn't want to fight, so she's just going to restrain him, and she's gonna go, Ura, I don't have many healing left, and you seem exhausted. Ura, your exhaustion does take effect. What are you doing?
Fighting till the fire stops my soul.
How poetic. Kill him already, please.
Give me a minute, and I cast the deck save thing again.
Okay. Just...
That's so much better. 14.
Alright. Describe how he dies.
I cast the mystical spell that actually Ura doesn't really know the name of the spell. He just says garbled letters and hopes it works every time. And he waves the staff, and a holy light, holy green light engulfs him, and he, the creature bursts into flames as he dies.
As the creature bursts into flames, the vines immediately burn away, and he stands up, pulling a dagger out from his right side. He goes and throws it, and it just barely misses your face.
I stand there stoic.
It just hits the wall of force behind, bounces off, and lands in front of you. He starts to approach you with one hand out, and you can see the darkened shadows that seem to emblazon upon his body. The deep, dark shadows that look like their wounds seem to start to burn away with the green flame, and you can see rotted flesh underneath. As this individual is starting to approach you, this pale flesh, you can see the face, the knight's helmet melts off, and you can see the face of a humanoid man approaching you before 3 feet from you, he just crumbles to the ground. All the dark energies on him vanish, and you can see the plate mail returns to a white color with golden stripes.
So they are human. That's good to know.
Well, that was a nightmare.
You watch as the darkened spots release these shadows that furl off.
Ooh.
And dissipates into the air. The smoke gone.
Oh wait, a kill. I cast Sacred Flame on the corpse.
Okay. It starts to burn.
I like the skulls.
Well, Ura, before you get ahead of yourself, could you lend me a hand?
I hate how that has two jokes in it. I like the skulls before you get ahead of yourself as you're ahead.
Oh, right. That needs to burn a while, anyways. I go over and I.
You watch as the flesh immediately burns off from the green flame.
Yes.
And and all you hear is when the bones hit the ground, the armor.
I go over and I pick up my goblin friend's head and I like really roughly reattach it to the body, just like pressing it.
Start to like try and reattach it. You know this doesn't work that way, Shadowy.
You're going to need to use a bit more finesse, Master.
Okay. I start twisting like a light bulb.
Make a medicine check.
I'm going to use the help action, like with your lady friends.
As you say this, the dryad looks over there with a scornful eye. What do you mean by that?
Lady friends. Well, I treat men and women the same, so I take my hand, I slap the top of the head.
Make me a medicine check, please.
With an advantage from the aid.
Yes.
That would be a 21.
You're up, and almost like a Lego man being put together, the head pops on.
See? Slapping always works.
I believe you regenerate health for that too.
Let's see here. Not sure.
Dissect / replace, I believe it is.
Yeah, dissect / replace.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Right, medicine check. A minute. They reroll hit dice to regain some HP. I can reroll a hit die.
It's successfully hit by a physical spell. Let's see here. Yeah, your body was just completely knocked unable to move. That's why you were able to hit it. Let's see. Rolls a medicine check, 12 plus check. Living corpse may use this ability over an amount of uninterrupted time equal to a minute. Successfully attach a limb to the body. After successfully attaching the limb, the living corpse may reroll a hit dice and regain that amount of HP. Yeah.
Alright. So roll a hit die.
Yep, a d6.
A d6 plus. Would I add my con mod as well?
No.
Alright, just the hit die itself.
Yeah.
Alright. So that's 2. Yay!
You're at 3 HP.
Woohoo!
So, as the pop happens, try to move your body and it finally starts to move. You get the feeling any more damage in your body would have been almost impossible to move.
See,
yeah.
I'm also a medical professional, I think. I've had bandages my whole life.
Master Ura, I'm going to go search for my arm and rest. I believe I'm going to need it for my body to even be remotely functional.
The Dryad looks over and goes, "Oh, don't worry. Ura and I will be discussing his lady friends for a bit."
Lady friends?
Yes.
I'll head out. Gribbly immediately starts walking out.
It's like brisk pace.
At this point, as Gribbly walks out, Gribbly, you find your arm, and reattach it. As you do, the air around the tower becomes less stiff, and it flows more freely. As you see leaves blowing past you. And you swear you sense someone, and you turn around and you see on the top of the tower a cloaked individual, draped in garbs that seem to be robes of wizardcraft, staring down with this large staff just staring at you, with a single silver mask on his face. As you stare up at this creature, a leaf blows by your eyes and he's gone.
Well,
you feel a tug into the tower. A mental tug into the tower.
Well, so as I walk in, I wonder, has the Dryad finished chewing Ura out?
Let's get back to that. Ura! The Dryad
yeah.
approaches you. What is this about
Yeah.
your lady friends?
Oh, I have had friends that are ladies before.
And what is this secret technique you use with them?
Oh, well, a lot of them double cross me, so I've slapped them. With this hand.
Enchant?
I point to my left hand.
Roll me a
Hold up.
charisma check, please.
Hold up.
Oh, God. That is a 26 on the die.
As you roll, she goes, "Can you slap me?"
I don't think you're gonna double cross me.
Just and speak.
You slap ladies. Slap me. And she bends
Okay.
down and puts her face in front of you.
Sure. I slap her.
Let's see how much of a freak she is. Okay.
A pimp named Ura.
Okay, so as you slap her, you see her face goes red entirely, and she just holds her hands in front of her eyes. And roll me an insight check, Ura.
Why does my die keep doing that? There we go. 7.
She seems upset that you just slapped her, and she goes, "I'll talk to you later," and she disappears into the tree.
Oh. Man, this is why I don't slap people very often.
Meanwhile, the scene changes to the Dryad appearing at the big tree, at the top of it, holding her chest to bits, seemingly excited from the slap. Anyways, we go back to Ura. Ura! You pick up the skull of the corpse.
Yes!
It's not even burnt, it's not charred, it's a nice skull.
Ooh.
It's human. The age of the skull, the human didn't look older than 20. And the wear and tear of the skull lets you believe they died around 20-ish years ago.
That's a nice... I love the fact that Ura knows so much about bodies.
You just know a lot about skeletons, man. You got a lot of skeletons in your closet, you know? You open up your
Honestly,
closet back at your actual house and you're just like, yeah, I got Jim Bob, I got Bobby, I've got Shaquilla, I slapped her hella hard.
Don't crossing me.
These hoes ain't loyal.
Bro, the rest of the group's gonna get back and be like, what the fuck do you mean by that one, Shadowy?
I'm gonna hold up my little skull and go like, no green lady blessing on this one? Looking around.
Roll me a persuasion check.
14.
Okay.
No response?
Feel a response and everything suddenly stops. It gets slow as molasses. And you see the skull's eyes begin to burn green. And the face of the lady coats itself in green flame around the skull. I don't really enjoy making my nights work for people in day.
I get you.
I will say this. I can do it if you give me something.
Oh, it is the something. Gotta check first.
I wish to understand you better. Out of character, she's asking for experience.
Spirit, like...
Experience. XP.
How
Oh,
things were going, I was thinking she was going to be asking for the back of his hand.
so that's what I was thinking too. I was very scared. Don't put that goddamn it back into your mouth, please. I've sure.
This strange information you've gathered, the experience, this strange resource that you seem to be gaining, that allows you to garner more power. I want it.
Sure, take as much as you need. I have no use for it yet.
I wish for... Roll me a persuasion check to see how much you can
Hold
get
up,
away
bro.
with.
What's that zipping?
Nat 20 plus 7, 27.
I wish for 500 of those points.
I think for a second. You know what? You've helped me in the past. Sure.
Now, to figure out how to get me the points.
You can suck them out of my brain.
No. With how I am right now, I cannot directly interfere with mortals. Not without physical contact.
Do I need to drink more goop then?
There's no more of that goop around here.
I got a goddess to say goop.
Yeah, we need to get Gwyneth Paltrow in this bitch.
Place your hand on this skull and feel the energy drain. Force it from your body.
Why not? I slap my hand on the skull.
Alright, so as you use your pimp slap, get rid of 500 XP,
Okay, I'm doing that right now.
and you now have another conjuring skull. This one will conjure not a shaded knight, but an actual knight to help you. Because shaded knights are not in the goddess's purvey.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me write this one down this time. Okay,
Man,
magic.
some spirit ashes.
Yes, they are spirit ashes. They basically are.
Okay, magic item wolf skull. We know that one does already. Summons a cool wolf for X amount of time.
No, we'll go over that when camera's off and everything.
Gotcha. Summoning skull. Actually, type it this time, game. Summoning skull tonight. There we go.
I'm going to say this now. You can use one of these summoning skulls at a time. Because fuck you.
You don't want me using summons?
You can use summons, just not multiple of them.
Okay.
Because they bog down fucking initiative, fucker.
Give them all the same initiative as they like emulsify into like one giant creature.
Yeah. Anyway, so you see the skull suddenly glows with green flame in the eyes, and you know it won't burn anything, and it won't come out of the eyes. It just seems to be burning green flame in there.
Hello, new friend. I pet the skull.
Hello.
Yeah,
Moves.
this is a fun fellow.
What's your name?
Ura, what's yours?
Ah, name's John.
John. You'll like my other skulls. Skull.
Well, as long as they can talk to me, I won't be lonely.
This guy's funny. God, you're better than any of my old gang members.
No, I'm just fucking with you. No, but he goes, well, where are we going?
I tie him up like that guy from God of War and put him on my waist.
I figured. As you do so, he goes, huh, never been down here before. Never been by a man's hip.
That's a good thing.
You know what they say, keep your deadliest weapons by your hip.
Look at you.
Fuck, now I'm gonna have to give this motherfucker fucking bard spells.
Yes. I go, We're we're gonna go talk to my smaller friend upstairs.
I might change what the item does, to be honest with you, just so you're aware.
Okay.
It will be of the same caliber to an extent.
Still a talking skull?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, honestly, if I can get it, I would love to get a collection of just a bunch of talking skulls.
Bro, what the fuck? So, as you begin to head upstairs, Gribbly, you walk into the entrance and you see, walking upstairs, Ura is speaking to a skull on his hip. And that's when I said, oh, who's this little fella?
This is my goblin. This is my. I started talking like him. This is my goblin friend.
Hi, goblin friend.
It seems my master has obtained another cadaverous compatriot. Sir, would you mind introducing yourself to me? I'm Gribbly.
My name isn't cadaverous. It's Juan.
I thought you were
No.
John.
Juan.
No, that's my cousin. My name's Paul.
Ah, okay, Paul.
I don't know
Paul.
which name sounds good. Let me think on it.
Okay, so, despite... Well, I guess we will discuss that later. Laura, what exactly happened down there between you and your flower?
He fucking slapped a bitch.
Shh, don't tell him that.
Oh, perhaps now would be an odd time to ask, but I never quite got her name. I would like to thank her for her assistance.
Lant lady.
Excuse me, wait. Aren't you supposed to get married to this woman?
Married? Oh, wait. Oh, right. I still have no clue.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Keep your wife in line by slapping her.
I am going to hesitate to give him a high five.
What, you didn't like that joke?
A little bit poor taste, but you know what? I'll give benefit of the doubt. You are a skull.
Hey.
Oh, you knucklehead. Ah.
Hey, that actually hurts. You should probably stop.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then. But I guess next time I see the Dryad, I will ask her name, as apparently her future husband hasn't done so already.
I don't think she's a very big, sharing namey person.
Well, considering you haven't asked, that's a bit of a quick assumption to make.
Good point. Boop-a-doop-a-doop.
Hey, I have a joke for you, Ura.
Oh, I love jokes.
Why was the high elf skeleton... Oh god, that fucking voice hurts my throat. Why was the high elf skeleton smarter than the average one?
Oh, I don't know, buddy.
Because it went to high skull.
Oh, that's super good. This man is hilarious.
Gribbly, you take 1 point of psychic damage.
At this point, with how many times Ura has avoided psychic damage, he's too stupid.
He is.
I'm just thinking, perhaps I should get this man something like some more body parts, for the simple reason that he might be able to make jokes that aren't simply related to skulls.
Now.
Nah. See, I don't want to waste it, but I think I can give him a body sometime.
Well, I'm going to go sleep like the dead for now. Call me when you need me.
That's a good one.
You get a high five, and I hold my hand out to the goblin, to Grimly.
I'll just use my right one.
Hell yeah.
So,
Alright.
as you two find yourselves asking for the Dryhead to return to bring you back, you find yourselves in Shard Ward as the sun has been up for about an hour, and the rest of the group has finished their daily routines, as you find yourselves exhausted, as the group is ready to go hunt a boar. Zeus,
Oh.
remember, you have a point of exhaustion.
Right. I'll just skip next week's session and say
I'll
I'm
say-
napping the whole time.
And we
Actually,
begin to pull our scene outwards.
Crap, I was gonna ask the lady her name.
The Dryad would roll me a persuasion check.
Alright. Oh crap, it's only a 6.
I'm sorry, even though you have saved my member of matrimony, I cannot tell you my name, little goblin. As the scene pulls out and we begin to go through the clouds begin to not become overcast, but seem to float through the sky for the day. Our vision pulls eastwards as a hawk begins to land at a town at the edge of the mountainscape on the eastern part of the world, near the center part. On one of the plateaus up above, where we see a group of individuals as it flies above, killing and skinning a large boar. We see it float down, and a man puts his arm out as he looks over the edge of the plateau down at the town that is left smoldering, as the hawk lands upon his right top of his palm and turns into a tattoo. He looks at it and it shines as it seems to become an actual tattoo upon his arm with many other ones. As he goes, so Josiah lost. Boys, you see the other people stand up. Get into the party. We're going duos against the devil. Outside the Shard Ward. There's also some friends we need to take care of. As you see the individuals start packing up their items. You see him roll up his sleeve and he goes, "Well, Pawnakin, looks like you're back." And he scratches his arm as you see multiple tattoos of snakes, rhinos, boars upon his arm. He smiles as his eyes are hidden. And he just takes a cigar that was in his mouth and puts it out on his leg and throws it to the ground. And that's where we end this session.
Yay.